Right, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this live stream, we are going to be watching Super Rugby Australia, Super Rugby AU. It is going to be the Rebels versus the Brumbies. Should be a very interesting contest because of the fact that at this stage, the Brumbies are sitting in second, but the Rebels, if they win this game and they win their next match as well, they could actually overtake the Brumbies here. And a fun fact here, this game is being played at AAMI Park, and I believe it is the last 4 home games for the Rebels against the Brumbies. They have won them all, but we are underway now. It is getting kicked off, and it is going to be Matt Tamur who is going to be kicking this one off for the Rebels. It is an afternoon game, and it looks like it is perfect conditions. Taken out in the air there. So it is straight away going to be a penalty against the Rebels number 6, which in this one, it is going to be Josh Kameni. He did take out the legs of the Brumbies jumper, so that is why he is getting the penalty against them there. So not the best start for the Rebels, but I have a feeling this match could be a very close one. We have got in the chat Tiger Hall. Welcome to the live stream, mate. He has said go the Brumbies as well. He is hoping that they will be able to get the win here. But yeah, it could be a very exciting matchup. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are too. Nonetheless, I am just setting up the live stream. There we go. They are showing Tom Banks. He will be hoping to be one of the keys. But also something that the Brumbies will be wanting to do is get a rolling maul try. They are the only side that haven't been able to get a rolling maul try in this competition. What's up? I made a Call of Duty video, says Henry Samuel as well. So hopefully that went well for you. But now they are rolling here, the Brumbies. But it is going to be a penalty for obstruction. So that means now it is going to be a penalty to the Rebels. Now Ryan Lonergan is actually starting for the Brumbies in this one rather than Nick White. Now something that was pretty amazing was his kick in the 79th minute in the last match between these two sides. There were a lot of penalties. And the Rebels, I don't believe they actually scored a try in the last match. These two sides played often, but they were able to get 24 points. But it just wasn't quite enough because of the fact that the Brumbies were able to get 27 with that last-minute penalty. But yeah, we had a very close game of rugby between the Chiefs and the Crusaders yesterday. Only 1 point difference. And the match as well yesterday between the Waratahs and the Western Force. The Western Force getting the penalty in the final moments of the game to steal that win as well. So a lot of close games in Super Rugby Aotearoa and Super Rugby AU so far. But at the moment, a success rate of 75% for Matt Tamur. He is the captain, and he is hoping to be able to bang this one over in the second minute to be able to get his side the lead. We have got Icy Savage watched it as well, says Henry Sammy. We have got Carlos in the chat. Has said go Brumbies. He is hoping that they will be winning it. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting competition for Super Rugby. Has he got enough of that one, Matt Tamur? No, it's just a little bit short. Didn't get the meters that he was after. And Tom Banks has cleared that one very nicely. And that is a very good kick. They were thinking about taking it quickly there, the Rebels, but decided not to. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because of the fact that in Super Rugby AU, they do actually play an extra game compared to Super Rugby Aotearoa. They have a 3rd and 2nd place playoff game, and whoever wins that ends up going into the final to face. At this stage, it is going to be the Reds. Now it's going to be Powell goes to Tamua, out to Magnay. He has done a awkward pass. It didn't really get much on it, but now it is in the hands of Lomani, Frank Lomani, that is, who is starting on the right wing. Now it's Powell once again. Or Tamua with the flat ball as well. Fa'amasuli now got the ball in hand, but it is going to be a forward pass, I believe it is. So now it is going to be a scrum. The Brumbies are better than the Rebels, said Carlos. And that's the thing, though. The last 4 home games for the Rebels against the Brumbies, the Rebels have won them all. So it is one of those ones that maybe at AAMI Park in Melbourne, Brumbies don't have the best winning record against this Rebels side. So it could go either way here. We have also got James Gordon. I said, what's up? Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. We have also got Brumbies from Carlos. And we have got when it is the Cricket 19 career mode. Hopefully, I will be able to get one of those out in the next couple of days. We have had plenty of rugby on, and I think it's going to be even busier next week as well. So maybe, hopefully, either today, tomorrow, or possibly the next day will be when I get a chance to not just do a Cricket 19 career mode, but also a Rugby Challenge 4 video or live stream as well. Lonergan's got that one. Now it is in the hands of Lolesio. Now it is in the hands of Ekatau, who is in the centres. They haven't got his normal centre partner, I guess you could say, in Ray Simoni. It is going to be for this one, Coenzel, I believe the name is. And we have also got, what do you think of the Chiefs win and what does it do for them now? They are sitting in second now because of it all. Lolosio getting a little bit too much on that one, but it has set up beautifully a couple metres out, and Corumbete has kicked that one straight back down the middle of the field. I will answer that question in a very short moment. Now it's going to be Tom Banks going into the hands of, I believe it is Ikitau once again. No, it is the number 11, which for this one, it is Tom Wright. Now it is going to be Lonergan going back to, it is Valentini. He is in the number 8 jersey for this one rather than Pete Samu. Now it's Lonergan going into the hands of Ololosio. I struggle with this name every time. Now it's Whanganaa. Tell you what, that's a shocking. Muirhead has taken that one, but he has been tackled by Matt Muir, who has won the penalty for the Rebels there. And we have also got you should stream Rugby League, says James Gordon as well. And yeah, hopefully I will be able to do a few of those as well in the future, but they will probably be on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel just because I'm not sure about the copyright rules in terms of the NRL. But yeah, the Chiefs are sitting in second now because of that win. And yeah, it is a very good win for them indeed. And now we have got Johnny Blaze in the chat. He wasn't able to tune in for the live stream yesterday very much because he has been a very busy boy over the weekend. Hope it all went well for you, Johnny. But he has said, how about those bloody Chiefs? 4 in a row for them. That is extremely impressive. And yeah, I feel like from here, maybe the finals are in hopes for them. But yeah, thank you very much for that donation, Johnny. It is going to be Hanson now who is going to be throwing this one in for the Rebels. Like I said, rolling maul try is something that just hasn't quite made it into the Brumbies game so far, or sorry, into the Rebels game so far in this competition. The Brumbies have actually scored the most tries in that regard. Now it's going to be Tamua, inside ball to Corumbete. He wants to score his first try of the Super Rugby Aotearoa 2021 competition. It's in the hands of Stacey Ely now, who is getting driven backwards there. And tell you what, Alan has just reached in and stolen that one. Now it is going to be in the hands of Lonergan, and he is firing it down the middle of the field. It has gone into touch, and it is going out on the full, though. So they are going to be going back for the line-out. We have also got you should stream Rugby League. I read that one. We have got why does the Western Force not in Rugby Challenge, even though the Waratahs made it in Rugby Challenge? I assume it has something to do with the licensing side of it, just because I know they had to probably pay a decent amount of money to get the Waratahs in because they still don't have the likes of the Sunwolves or the Argentine sites. So I think it has something to do with that. That's an offload and a half from Joe Powell. Now it's going to be Tamua building up. Now it is one of the big forwards around the side, Hardwick, who does go, oh, is it going to be stolen in the breakdown by the Brumbies? Muirhead not quite able to get that one. Now it is Hanson, goes to Magnay, who is having a bit of a run there, 5 metres out at the moment. Are the Rebels, can they strike first in this one? It was Usaya, who was only a couple metres short once again. It's going to be Joe Powell going to Corumbete. They are getting very close here, the Rebels. They have had phase after phase. They're up to 6 now. It's Hanson, I believe it was. It was getting very close to the line for the Rebels. Can they break through? It's Tamua with the quick hands. Didn't quite find hands of anyone other than Magnay. Off the bounce, though. Good tackle there from Muirhead. Now it is going to be Powell once again going back to the number 4, who is driving hard. That is Leota for this one. Now it's going to be Farmer City, who's going to get back to his feet. He was tackled by Lolosio, though. Now it is going to be close. A metre short here are the Rebels. Can they get all the way over the line here? And it's going to be Hanson, who has gone round the side. He's got the ball down, and it's the try to the Rebels. And it is James Hanson who was able to score. I will read all of the chat in a very short moment. I do thank you all very much for being here, though. It is going very quick. We have got Sup Henry and what's up, Icy, from Henry and James Gordon as well. We have got Johnny Blazers back with a donation. Said Henry Samuel, he is indeed. I feel like that's one of those things that when you start a rugby live stream, you're almost at this stage. I don't think there's been a stream that he hasn't done it almost, Johnny Blaze. He is a very generous individual. They had the advantage there too, the Rebels, but it was James Hanson who was able to score it. But yeah, we do thank you very much, Johnny, for that generosity. We have got Sup Johnny as well from James Gordon. We have got I see any video ideas for me. What's your call of duty name? Has it not downloaded it? And then we have got, how about we make a vid on COD as well? And we have got Jamie Noom. Hi, go the Chiefs. They needed the win. They did indeed, and they have managed to get that win. So now they are sitting in second. And that last match between the Blues and the Chiefs is going to be huge. Matt Tamua kicking that one straight down the middle, 9 minutes in. And the score is going to be 7-0 to the Rebels at this stage. We have also got Is True Blue and Wicked Witch in New Zealand company, says Henry. I think they are Australian, if I'm not wrong, but I could be wrong there. Or maybe they're even English. Not too sure. I haven't actually looked into it too much. As a Blues fan, I am excited that the Crusaders lost this Jamie Noom, and that's the big thing. The next match is going to be between the between the Crusaders and the Blues, and that one could determine whether or not the Blues make it to the final as well, because the Chiefs have got the Hurricanes, and some are saying that should be a nice easy win for the Chiefs. The Hurricanes, they have been close to beating a few sides, and they will be hoping to be able to win that one. It was Michael Wells who was able to take that one. Still going Michael Wells. And they have worked their way out, about 25 out from their own line. Now it is in the hands of Hosea again. He has had a few carries so far. We have also got two boys. This is an early game for the Aussies. It is indeed first afternoon game for Super Rugby AU so far in the competition, and we're up to round 9. Now it is going to be Lolisio. I struggle with that name every time. Tom Banks with a good run there, but it is tackled there by Moore. It was Wells. Now it's Lonergan going into the hands of Neville. Lonergan going to the right once again, goes into the hands of Lolisio. Now it is going to be Muirhead. He's found a bit of a gap there, Muirhead, and he's got a bit of pace as well. He is linked up with the winger, which in this one, it's gone down by Ekatau. It is a knock on, and it was a very good opportunity for the Brumbies. They made it into the 22, but it didn't quite work out for them. We have also got in the chat, we have got, I know, right, I'm watching the Warriors as well, says James Gordon. So yeah, hopefully they will be able to get the win. Who were they playing today? I can't quite actually remember who it was. I did see a little notification, but I didn't read the little badge that it did have for the opposition. We have also got, how much money do you have, Hamish? It's okay if you don't say it to us. Just wondering because of Johnny Blaze. I will say overall, I would say that Johnny Blaze is probably a lot of the revenue that the channel has made so far. And we have been putting that straight back into the likes of being able to live stream with the software that we have got and everything like that. So it does help us out a big deal. So yeah, in a way, the channel is almost sponsored by Johnny Blaze at this point. And we have also got, I haven't downloaded it yet, says James Gordon. It is now going to be the front row going down there on the far side. So it is going to be a scrum reset. The Rebels have got the scrum feed just inside of their 22. They are showing Scott CO at the moment, the number 1 for the Brumbies. He'll be hoping to have a good performance here. And that's the thing. Last time these two sides played, I should say, Fa'amasili, he was absolutely smashed by his opposite number, Alan Alatoa. And that was how the red card came about. So he will certainly not be wanting to get another red card here, Alan Alatoa, or else he would be possibly missing all of the finals matchups. We have got True Blue and Wicked, which are an Australian company, which was founded in 1999, year I was born. They have been around for a wee while. Tell you what, the Brumbies might have just won the penalty. Yes, they did. And they will be taking more than likely the 3 from here. Or do they kick for the corner here? Like I said, they have had the most rolling maul tries in the competition. Are they going to be going to it once again? We have got but I don't know what their full name is, says James Gordon as well. STI. Is it the Titans? Are they playing the Titans today? Or have they? I think they've already played the Titans, actually. Who is the... I can't actually think of the side that they are playing. Rip Hamish, and I know it's a glitch. Or said Henry Samuel. Yeah, that's the thing. I can't actually see the... the scoreboard hasn't updated either, has it? That is not all right. Right. I will quickly get it up so that it does update itself. Wait for it. There we go. Now we have got it there. But yeah, I can't actually see myself, so I don't know whether or not it is actually, glitching. Now it's going to be the rolling maul. It is going to be Fa'ainga'a, and he does score the try for the Brumbies off the rolling maul. He has scored plenty of tries in that fashion, and they are right back into this match. What is the score? At the moment, it is 7, or it was 7-0 to the Rebels, but now it is 7-5, and the Brumbies have just got right back into this match. Has not started, said Henry Samuel. It is 14 minutes in at the moment. And yeah, very good try for the Brumbies there. We have also got, hold up, let me ask my Gramps, says James Gordon as well. We have got in the chat, look at the damn seagulls flying around. Yeah, there are plenty of them out and about. That is for sure. And that's the thing. You see in the cricket sometimes, like the seagulls getting hit by a ball. But it's one of those ones that, imagine a rugby ball striking a seagull. I feel like because of the size of a rugby ball, that would actually possibly do a bit more damage. Although a cricket ball, very hard as well. But it was one of the locks who was calling his shots there. And in the end, it was Folau Fa'ainga'a who was able to score the try. He just looks up and he knows where the cameras are when he does score them. He is that used to scoring in this competition for the Brumbies, and he has picked himself up his first try, although TMO decision. 2 white. They are checking something for Folau Fainga'a. Potential knock on. So maybe this wasn't a try. We will have to wait and see. Right. He did have the ball in hand here. Folau Fainga'a. What happened from here? Okay, so he has the ball. Oh, he's done well there, I think, to regather it. But then... No, wait a minute. I think he actually... It didn't touch the ground, but it did hit the leg of a player in front of him, which does mean that it is... I think it's going to be a no try in this situation. We have also got... I'm so pissed we lost the final 33 of 32. Said Henry Samuel, and I feel like that could be how close the real-life competition is going to be. Okay, so it is going to be the Rebels who do get the scrum feed here because of the fact that Folau Fainga'a did lose control of the ball. It hit the man's leg in front of him, and that is because of the fact that, it is a knock-on in that situation against the Dragons, said James Gordon as well. We have got a Seagull, got a Falcons, that'll be... God, Seagull got a Falcons. That would be quite a laugh. It would indeed. But then I feel like that would be turning into Animal Planet, wouldn't it? But nonetheless, it is going to be the scrum from 5 metres out. The Rebels are going to have the scrum feed. So a little bit of a lifeline there. So the scoreboard, I assume, is going to be changing back to 7-0 very soon. We have also got how much money do you have, says Henry Samuel. I don't actually think I'm supposed to be disclosing it in a video. I don't think that's actually allowed. I think it's in the terms of service that you do kind of keep it quiet. So I don't think I'm actually allowed to say it. Sorry, Henry. We have got, I am only going for the Rebels because I go for the Reds, says Hope Go. And yeah, I feel like more than likely these two sides are going to have to play again. Oh, tell you what, the Brumbies, though, with a big shove there. And they might have just known Joe Powell. He did end up in touch there. But it is going to be the 5-metre line out now. Right, interesting stuff there. So the Brumbies, they were considering taking it quickly. Right, it's going to be a Brumbies line-out drive once again because of the fact there was so much pressure on that scrum. All Joe Powell could do was get that ball and pretty much run it into touch because it did come out the side, and then from there he wasn't quite able to find the kick. And because of it, it is going to be once again another opportunity for the Brumbies to score off a rolling maul. It is in the hands of the number 6, Tucker. And now they are going to be driving here, the Brumbies. They've got an advantage as well already. So Folau Fainga'a, he will be hoping to pick up that try that was disallowed only a couple minutes ago. And tell you what, he will be hanging on to that ball very tightly to make sure that nothing happens. But now it's going to be him driving here. But he is going to get just short of the line there. There are a lot of Rebels on the ground there. Also, a few Brumbies in there. It's going to be Scott Seo having a good run. But good defence there from the Rebels. They're only a couple metres out. It's going to be Valentini. He's a hard man to stop, but they've done well there. The number 7 there, it was going to be Hardwick who actually stopped him there. Now it is another advantage. Oh, so it's only a metre short. The Brumbies are extremely close. They are going short side. It's gone out to Muirhead, who tried to go back on the inside, but they're going back for the penalty, and it's a couple blows of the whistle there. So that is not too good for the Rebels. Next time, they're going to the bin. No, they are going to the bin. It's going to be Corin Betty, who is going to be making his way off the field for the yellow card for being offside. He's not very happy about it, Corin Betty, as well. But he is going to be off the field for the next 10 minutes. We have also got, I checked on your stream really quick last night, and you have more viewers than 2 cents, mate. That must be a confidence booster. I'm just glad that people were wanting to watch me talk about the game pretty much. Like, I didn't actually get the chance to kind of look between the streams purely because of the fact, like I said, my phone's just not working. So pretty much, like, for these live streams, all I can see is the chat and the game. I can't actually see pretty much anything else to do with it, whether or not the stream's running smoothly like I normally can using my phone. So it is one of those ones that I was just going kind of blind. And I think the stream actually, at one stage, I think we were up to about 237 viewers, which is a crazy number, but that's going to be the try now, surely, for the Blues. And it is down. Who is going to be the try scorer there? That is the big question. It is going to be Scott. Rory Scott, the number 7, was able to get that one. So they did get the rolling maul try in the end, the Brumbies. We have also got, do a diss track, Isaac, said Henry Samuel as well. And we have also got Raymond Ram, hi bro, who will be close match. Or tell you what, this match could be very close, like you have said, because of the fact that the last 4 games at home for the Rebels, they have actually beaten the Brumbies. So whether or not that is going to be in that situation once again, but they are looking strong off a rolling maul here, the Brumbies, and they are going to be a hard side to stop from scoring in that rolling maul. We have also got, my cod name is Flash6, and then we have also got IC, do you want more Hurricanes career mode as well? And we have got this game will be very tight, but that card will hurt the Rebels. It will indeed. Colin Bette still yet to score a try, I believe, in the Super Rugby AU competition. Very talented winger, but he just hasn't quite had that chance. Lonergan is going to have the kicking duties in this match. The number 9, he did bang one over from 50+ meters to win them the game the last time these two sides met. And Lonergan, he has got that one over there. And it is now making the score 7-0 or 7-all, sorry, between these two sides. We have also got Johnny Blaze. You should watch the movie called Daddy's Little Girls. It's 13+, says James Gordon as well. And we have got True Blue and Wicked Witch is an Australian company founded in 1999 from Henry. That was a great try. Once again, rolling maul. The side who has scored the most rolling maul tries in the competition. They have been looking extremely sharp when it comes to that line out, and they do back it more times than not when it does come to the opportunity of either kicking for 3 or going for that try. That one has gone high, and it is going to be Swain who has taken that one very nicely. And now the Brumbies have got the ball about 30 out from their own line, and we have also got, is it just me, or did we go back in time? Because we have some old lads from 2020 December as well, says James Gordon. I mean, we do have quite a few of the, I believe people call it OGs, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we have got quite a few people in the chat who we have had around the channel for a long time. So I do appreciate you all being here. Penalty to the Brumbies there, or it was a knock on. So they are going to be in the situation of having a scrum for the Brumbies once again. And unfortunately for Pincus, he is the man in the number 15 jersey. Got it ripped away there by Tom Wright in the tackle. And because of it now, it is going to be the scrum. We have got, yes, it's the tie. And who's got the ball at the moment? It is going to be scrum feed to the Brumbies. And we have got, have you seen a TV show called Psych? I have not seen that one. Is it any good, Henry? Do let me know. But Pincus not looking too happy with himself there. Would have been wanting to be able to hang on to that one. Definitely for his first touch. We did see in the match yesterday, I'm not sure whether you were aware, Johnny Blaze, but Sean Wainui, he actually had 2 touches and both of them were knock-ons in the match yesterday between the Chiefs and the Crusaders. It's a straight penalty now to the Brumbies because of the fact that the front row did collapse. They are looking at Fa'amasili there, unfortunately, overextending. And I can't wait for Super Rugby Aotearoa versus Super Rugby Aussie Comp soon. Then All Blacks time again. I'm pumped. Yeah, that's the thing. Like lately, ever since doing the live streams and following all these competitions, like time just flies by. Like we're going to have the British and Irish Lions versus South Africa tour very soon. The Rainbow Cup starts up next weekend. Then also you've got the Champions Cup semi-finals as well. And yeah, it's just one of those ones. We've got plenty of rugby. Then you've got the July tests between a few sides. And in no time, we will be at that World Cup in 2023. The Brumbies better win over the Rebels, says Carlos as well. They have gone to the back. Whaingaa went to Swain once again, going to Whaingaa. I need to learn how to say that properly before we get to Super Rugby. Trans-Tasman, that's a good run there from James Tucker, who was getting driven backwards. Lonergan is wanting that ball back. They have still got the yellow card in this stage. Oh, Tom Wright, a knock on there, unfortunately for him. When they were going to the side, that Conor Bette was sent off the field. And now it is going to be the scrum feed to the Rebels. And now we have also got, is it just me or is he better than all the other commentators? Said Hope Go. I'm feeling a little bit rough for this live stream purely because of the fact that like I feel like I wanted to study these lineups a little bit more. Like they have actually had quite a few changes, the Brumbies in this one. But yeah, the Rebels, I haven't actually done too many watch along live streams, and I find the more live streams that I do, I end up kind of learning them and being able to say them kind of off by heart a little bit more. So hopefully by Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, I will have all of these Australian players coming off the tongue like the Super Rugby Aotearoa ones do. And we have also got, I've been around since 900 subscribers, and the first live stream I saw was your Rugby Challenge 4 Dream Matches. Yeah, I haven't done one of those in a few months, so I think I will have to do a couple more of those in the future as well. And tell you what, they have almost got that ball there, the Brumbies, but it is in the hands of Joe Powell at the back of the ruck now. It's gone into the hands of, it is Leota. who was having the run there. Now it's going to be Powell firing it backwards, back into the hands of either Matt Tamua. Yes, it is. It is going to be Matt Tamua, a man who has had a lot of points in his last few matches. I believe it is 47 in the last 3 matches, which is very impressive from him. We have also got La Rochelle versus Leinster next week as well, yeah. And the only problem with all these good games that are happening in the Northern Hemisphere as well is the fact that I will have to wake up at like ridiculous hours, like 5 a.m., 2 a.m., and all those times. But I am hoping to do a few of those games as well. It is Alosio, goes into the hands of Iketal, tackled there by Stacey Ely. Now it is going to be Lonergan kicking that one in behind. It wasn't the best kick. It's gone straight into the hands of Joe Powell, who is going to send this one long. There wasn't anyone back there as well, and that is a good kick there. And I have to say that is almost punished for Lonergan's kick there. But now they have got the ball, and it is going to be Tom Banks now having a counter-attack. This might work out for them. They are running quick there. Tom Banks down the wing, fires it on the inside. Knock on. No, it was fired backwards in the end because it came off the Rebels player. But now we are going back. Second one by White on the ground. So it is going to be a Rebels scrum feed, I believe, in this one. And we have also got, we have got, of course, Sean Wino, he had 2 knock-ons. His hands were greasy from his dreadlocks. There's Johnny Blaze as well. But yeah, it wasn't the best start to the match. And I saw that the chat were just, ripping into him about it as well. I'm going to make a stubble guy vid as well, says Henry Samuel. And we have also got Who's Got the Ball. And have you look at my lyrics I gave you, said Carlos. At the moment, the ball will be scrum feed for the Rebels. And I have not had a chance to look at any lyrics either. And we have got Stumble Guys as a rip-off of Fall Guys, says Henry Samuel as well. Is that I think it's a mobile game, isn't it? So with the Rainbow Cup coming up, is that Pro 14 plus the 4 South African teams? I believe so, or it may just be 12 Pro 14 sides, if I'm not wrong. Or it might actually, no, it might be all 14. And then we have got the addition of the Sharks, the Lions, the Bulls, and the Stormers playing, but they are only playing each other in the first 3 rounds. And then from there, I think it is a possibility of the southern sides versus the northern sides for those playoff games. Plus, but yeah, it is going to be very exciting. We have got free YP14 free. I'm not sure what those RJ's got, and I'll be honest. Come on, Brumbies. Come on, Brumbies. They better win, says Carlos as well. But yeah, I am hoping that we do get a high-scoring match and a close one like we did in the match last night where the Western Force were able to get the win in the last moment against the Waratahs. And I feel like that's one of those ones. The Waratahs haven't won a game yet. Magnay with a good run there. Now it is going to be Powell going into the hands. Quick hands there. Matt Tamua has fired up forward. Now it is going to be Tom Wright. And the Brumbies have got this ball now. And it's going to be, wait a minute. It is going to be a penalty to, I think it's going to be a penalty to the Rebels there, but they did have the, not releasing ball penalty to the ref advantage. Yeah, going back for the 4 pass. I was going to say it only happened a couple of seconds ago, and then we're going back for the penalty, but Matt Tamil with the 4 pass there. And it means that we are going to be having the scrum once again to the Brumbies. We've had a lot of scrums so far throughout this match, but the Rebels, they won't be minding that too much because of the fact that we are in the situation of Korombete only a matter of minutes away, or a matter of seconds now, 20 seconds away from coming back onto the field as well. But yeah, there are a lot of good games that are going to be happening in the future. It sounds so good when you say Te Tara Tahuriarangi. Yeah, I have been practicing that name as well. That was one of those names that I couldn't actually end up getting out when I first started talking about the games. Also, Lester Whananuku was another one that I couldn't quite say. But yeah, I feel like I actually just really love saying Te Tara Tahuriarangi. So anytime he's on the field, I go for that full name just because it does just sound awesome. And we have also got, are you going to stream all the Lions games or just the 3 tests? Could help get more SAFA and Northern Hemisphere subscribers. Yeah, I think I will be. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's nice hands quickly. It is into the hands of Kuenzel, I believe the name is. And is that going to be a penalty? Not quite. The ref went to the whistle for a second, but then he decided not to blow it. That is a good tacker on Tucker by Wells there. And they have still got the ball here, the Brumbies. I will come back to that in a very short moment. But yeah, I am planning on doing every single match of that series as well. So we'll have to learn some more South African players' names. The Lions ones, I think I would be able to get the hang of. But now it is in the hands of Muirhead. Tackled by Magnay. Almost, yes, ripped into the touch there. And now they are going to be going back for another penalty to the Brumbies. Let me just, Bryce Hall says James Gordon as well. But yeah, I am looking forward to all of the rugby that we have got coming up. Like, yeah, the South African Lions games are going to be some pretty awesome ones, hopefully, as long as it can still take place. I know there is a travel ban at the moment for South Africa, so I'm not sure how they're going to get around that. So hopefully that will be gone by the time the games are going to take place. But the squads haven't been announced yet, but we are getting pretty close, only a couple weeks away from the British and Irish Lions side getting named, I believe. If my sources are correct. Now it is going to be Tom Banks who is going to be kicking this one into touch. He will be hoping to get it only a few meters out, and they will be hoping to go for that rolling maul once again. That is a good kick from Tom Banks. And tell you what, yes, they've got a very strong rolling maul. 67% of their tries have come from that rolling maul, 24% from the scrum as well. But then that's one of those ones I feel like it's also the good kicking of Tom Banks to get them in that corner that has helped them out as well, in terms of the ones that they aren't kicking from 5 meters out for the corner, of course. But that was a good kick from Tom Banks, and now it is going to be Folau Fainga'a, who is going to be kicking this one, or throwing this one in. I don't think he should be kicking it. That one has gone backwards. They have got the advantage once again, and it's another penalty. Double blow of the whistle time off. Tell you what, the Rebels have only just got back to the man back in the bin, Korombete, and they may be a man short once again. Okay. Tamua is having a chat to the ref there. He has said have a chat with the boys. Anyone else who does get penalised. So, yeah, the forwards are going to have to be very careful. I'll be on the streams for the Lions versus Bok games, but not the midweek games. Need the sleep for work, said Juddy Blaze. That is no worries, mate. And, yeah, they are in the middle of the night as well. So it is one of those ones that I feel like having trying to build up that Northern Hemisphere audience as well as a few South African fans on the channel as well will be helping in terms of having some people watching those middle of the night games as well. Since they can be a little bit quieter than the Super Rugby Aotearoa ones, but that is understandable since we do not really have that audience base there yet. But that is something we are hoping to build towards in the future. That is going to be a little bit of a rolling maul there for the Brumbies. They have pretty much spun around there, but they are getting it held up very nicely. Now it's going to be in the hands of Lonergan at the back, or is it? Hardwick's gone straight through the middle, and he might have just stolen that one, Hardwick. Yes, he has. And no, it is a penalty against the Rebels. Someone's going to the bin. Matt Tamua is having a little bit of a giggle about it because he can't believe it at the moment. But it is going to be Hosea who is going to be going to the bin. The second yellow card of this match. Hosea, sorry. And he is going to be off the field as well. The Rebels, they're going to be on their last warning, or else they will be in the situation of someone could have a red in this match just for repeated infringements. But they are going to be down to only the 14 men pretty much to halftime here. And we have got good stuff, mate. I know 2 Cents has a big Northern Hemisphere fan base. Yeah, I think he said, I watched one of his videos a little while ago, and I think he said something about, I could be wrong, but I think it was about 80% of his views were from the Northern Hemisphere, which is a crazy number. And for us, it's probably about 1%, to be fair. That one has been taken by the Brumbies. Once again, they're going for that rolling maul that they do so well. The Rebels need to make sure they join this one correctly, or else they will be in a lot of trouble. And they could end up with another man in the bin. Joe Powell is asking the question here. It is at the back. It is just the one man defending it at the moment for the Rebels. He has done well. He's gone straight through the middle. And that ball has come out. Now it's going to be in the hands of Lolisio. He is going hard at the line. He is only 5 meters out. That one almost was the number 14 Lamani's ball there. Now it is going to be Lonergan going to Fainga'a, who is hoping to be able to get another try in this match. Or he hasn't actually got one yet. He did have a try disallowed. So that is why he hasn't got on the scoring sheet yet, but he will be hoping to do that before the end of this match. Now it is going to be Swain who is having a good run there. They are still only about 5 meters out here, the Brumbies. Now it is going to be in the hands of Lolisio. He is getting driven backwards as well. They've got another advantage here, the Brumbies. The Rebels, they need to work on that discipline here, or else it could cost them the game big time. It's going to be Lonergan going himself, but a good tackle on him by Wells. Now it is going to be Tom Banks playing halfback, goes into the hands of Lolisio. It's gone into the hands of Joe Powell, and they are going to be going back for that penalty once again. You should be a pro, says Hope Goat. I do appreciate that, Matt. I am still very young in my rugby commentary, I guess you could say. So I'd say I still need a few more years under the belt, really get the hang of this. And who knows, maybe that could open up an opportunity in the future as well for future endeavours. But we have got Trevor Hosier could be one of the Wallabies or one for the Wallabies in the future. Yeah, he is one of those players that he has had a pretty decent season for the Rebels so far. And then he was just the unfortunate one who ended up getting the yellow card. From between the middle. And yeah, that is kind of where I am. So it is, I'd say if you're looking at Christchurch, it's probably 2.5 to 3 hours south from their position at the moment. They've had 4 minutes 40 in the opposition 22, 72% territory, and also 66% possession in this one for the Brumbies. Oh, the front row has gone down, so that could be an advantage. No, the ball is out. At the back, it is going to be Valentini now going himself. A good tackle from Powell. And now it is going into the hands. Oh, that was a big tackle on the number 12 there for the Brumbies, and straight over the ball. No, they've got the advantage once again. And it is going to be the penalty to the Brumbies. It is another penalty against the Rebels here. What was that one for? That's the question. Hardwick is the man who got penalty or has been penalised there. I thought Hardwick actually did all right. What happens here? Okay, he got to the ruck. They are saying he... What are they trying to say? Because that was... I think that was a clean break or a clean steal. Not sure. We have got, I reckon, once the Lions Rugby Challenge starts up, or Rugby Challenge games start up, Rainbow Cup start up, the subscribers numbers will boost you heaps. Yeah, I am hoping to do quite a few of those matches as well. But yeah, I just want to learn more about the Northern Hemisphere Rugby. I haven't followed it as closely as I have for Super Rugby Aotearoa. So I'd love to get to know more of the players. And yeah, because then, I mean, there's a lot of good rugby going on in the world, and I wish I could watch all of it, but I just don't quite have that time as well. We have got Lewis Hamilton Anderson. As you remember me, I do indeed, mate. I do remember you were on the live stream the other night, if I'm not wrong. Or maybe it was last night. I lose track of my nights, but it is good to see you from last night's game. There it is. Yeah, I could remember it was one of them. Or tell you what, have the Rebels got that penalty? Yes, they do. And they are hyped about it as well, the Rebels, because they have been penalised many times throughout this first half. But now they have got one back. We have also got Holly. I'm looking at lots of tries, says James Gordon as well. And we have also got you should be a pro in Rugby Challenge. Oh, I thought you were talking about pro commentator, but yeah, I have got my Be a Pro series that has started up. But I have only done a few episodes. I was going to do live streams of the games that I do play, but then I ended up playing a couple the other day and recorded them. So that's why I'll have to edit those and get them out before I can do the live streams, or else you guys will be confused at where I am in the season. But yeah, I tell you what, Matt Tamua is absolutely hyped after the Rebels were able to defend that rolling maul. They are showing the man in the number 8 jersey, Wells. They have got the scrum now, the Rebels, but they are only 5 metres out from the line. Last time, it was a very good push from the Brumbies. Oh, tell you what, that one's gone down. Is it going to? Yes, the Brumbies went too early. So it is going to be a straight penalty to the Rebels there. And that is very good news for them. Alan Alatoa, not a very happy boy at the moment. So now it is going to be the penalty. Who are you going for? Said Lewis Hamilton Anderson. I think in this one, I am just going for whoever plays the better game of rugby. If the Rebels can sort out their discipline late in this first half and also in the second half, they have got a decent chance of winning this one. Like I said, the stats, last 4 home games for the Rebels, they have managed to win. Or that one hasn't gone out from Matt Tamua, and I don't think that would have been what they would have been wanting. Now it's Muirhead who is having the run. But yeah, the last 4 games against the Brumbies at home, they have managed to win. Korombete trying to get in there. Not quite able to. Now it's going to be fine. Goes to Lolosio, who is finding a bit of a gap. Offloads it there into the hands of now Tom Wright. Goes into the hands of the number 12. Out to it is Ikitau, inside ball to Valentini, who is dragged down by Joe Powell, who will have to have a very busy game here. And now it is in the hands of the number 5. Goes to Lolosio. Goes to Alan Alatoa, only a couple metres short. Good run from the big man. Now it is going to be in the hands of the number 5. No one's going to stop him, are they? No. He has put the ball down. And it is going to be the try for Cadron Neville, who was able to get that one. 36 minutes into this game, they have scored once again. We have also got, and when the All Blacks start playing again, your subscriber numbers will shoot up heaps. Yeah, the last time when the Tri-Nations was taking place, we actually had a huge number. And that was back when we only had about 100 subscribers when I decided I'd do the first watch along. And yeah, since then, it just kept on boosting up. So these real life live streams seem to be what have been helping the channel grow, as well as a little bit of a Rugby Challenge 4 following. But that game for Rugby Challenge 4, I still love playing it, but I don't think too many people are still watching videos revolving around it, which is a bit unfortunate since we did have a lot of series planned in the future for that game. Hopefully it does pick back up at some stage, and you guys, I mean, at least if you guys are still enjoying it, I will be sure to keep on uploading them as well. But it was Cadron Neville who was able to pick up that one. His second of 2021 has scored his first try of the night. And so far in this match, every try has been scored by the forwards. 3 tries in this match, all by the forwards of these sides. Your lucky Chiefs jersey worked last night, said Lewis Hamilton Anderson. It did indeed. And that's the thing. People were saying that I should, because I had it underneath this jersey, and they were saying that I should be taking it off to give the Chiefs a bit of luck. I took it off for the second half, and from there they were actually able to win that game. So 4 in a row for the Chiefs at the moment, but they out the score. And this one is going to be 14-7 to the Brumbies, and they have still got the man advantage as well. So maybe they will be able to get themselves another try here. They would love a bonus point because of the fact that that will well and truly mean that no one can catch them in second place. Then they will secure the home final for the second and third place playoff game, which will be happening in only a couple weeks' time as well, which is very exciting stuff. Down. Can you guys still see me? That's the big question. I think my screen went black for a second there, so hopefully you guys can still see me. But yeah, I ended up actually learning a little bit of Spanish in the end because of how many viewers we had. I did a whole lineups video in Spanish, or pretty much a whole lineups video. I did the intro and everything. That is a good kick downfield, but it's in the hands of Matt Tamil. What can he do here? He was going to send a high, but instead passes it into the hands of Pincus now. There is a Brumbies player down. He is almost going to get hit there. It is going to be in the hands of the number 7 Hardwick. Is he going to be able to get there? Muirhead trying to steal that one in the breakdown, not quite able to. And now it is going to be Powell. Goes into the hands of Matt Tamil. It goes to the man right next to it. It was Magnay. But he was just a little bit too close. Now it is going to be Powell. Can they get right back into this match here, the Rebels? The number 6 having the run. Now it is going to be 5 back. It is going to be Lomani having a good run, but he was hit a little bit high by Ikatal there by the looks of it. But now it is going to be Powell once again going into the hands of the number 6. It is going to be Kameni. They are getting very close. Falafanya straight over the ball, but not able to get it. And now it is going to be the big man, the number 1 Gibbon. He is charging, but stolen in that breakdown by the Brumbies. And it was Lonergan who clears their lines. Good defense from the Brumbies there. They were a man down as well. But I guess you could say the same about the Rebels because of the yellow card. But I believe it is the number 6, James Tucker. If I'm not wrong, yes, it is. He looks like he's getting his ribs felt up a little bit. So that is not a good sign for him. He's also got some blood on his head. He's been in the war so far. And we have also got, in there we have got IC going to make a Roblox vid as well, says Henry Samuel. Do you play rugby or did you play rugby? Says Hope Go. I did play rugby back when I was about, I'd say probably around 8. And then I was out on the wing. But then it was the case of we had a very greedy first 5 and halfback in those sides. I think I played for 2 years, touched the ball about 5 times because of the fact they just keep on running it. And yes, they'd score some tries, but anyone else in the back line just didn't get a chance to pretty much do anything other than make tackles when they did end up losing the ball and the other team were coming. What club? Oh, that's not good. That's not a good sign from the coaching staff or the medics there. He did the big, which is not exactly what you want to see. So that means Tucker will be making his way off the field. And it will be the case of, will they get Will Miller, maybe Will Miller on the field? Oh, also it is going to be Leota coming off the field. And I believe that is for an HIA there. And then we have also, yeah, they've got Nick Frost in the number 19 jersey and Will Miller in the number 20. So one of them, I assume, will be coming on the field. But it is going to be Haylett Petty, who has made his way onto the field while he is off it. The man in the number 4 jersey, Leota, Melville or in Hamilton, said, because he said, I play for Melville. I actually played for my little town that I do live in. It wasn't a big team. Like, you probably have never heard of it, possibly. Yes, in Hamilton, said Lewis Hamilton Anderson as well. Now it's in the hands of Haylett Petty. He's already touched the ball, only been on the field for a very short amount of time. Oh, Magnay hit hard in that one. Quick hands goes into the hands of Tom Wright. Can he get caught by the man in the number 14, Jesse Lomani? He's not going to catch him. Tom Wright scores. And it is a fast break there. And the Brumbies have scored the first back strike of the night, and it was that man Tom Wright who was able to get it. That rhymed a little bit, and it is going to be going upstairs by the sounds of it. They are checking something here, but it was Lomani hit hard by Valentini. The ball came free. Great hands from, I believe it was Ikatau. And then from there, it was Tom Wright who was able to score it. They are checking the last pass to see if it was forward. So it was Joe Powell who went to Magnay. Then from there, okay, that one went back for the last pass, but did it come off the hands of Valentini who made the tackle? No, it didn't. It is going to be the try there. And tell you what, Valentini, he's looking very solid. He's in the number 8 jersey for this one. He was in the number 6 jersey for the last match, I believe, because of the fact that they did have Pete Samu. But yeah, Lomani wasn't going to be able to catch Tom Wright there. And the Brumbies score once again. They're starting to run away with this one a little bit here. They will be back to 15 men now, the Rebels, but they can't afford to give away any penalties in the second half almost because of how many times they have ended up going to the bin. We have got, yes, in Hamilton, and we have got, I played a game for Fraser Tech in Hamilton versus Melville 4 to 5 years ago, and Melville had Sever Reese playing centre. That is pretty awesome. You've actually played against quite a few of the Super Rugby players, Johnny Blaze, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, because I remember you mentioned that you had played against, who was it? It was someone in Waikato, wasn't it? But I can't quite think of the name now. Who was it? Okay, it is going to be, at this stage, it is going to be Lonergan kicking this one over. He hasn't quite got that one, hooked it away to the left a little bit. You're going to have to remind me who it was, Johnny Blaze. But you did mention you played against one of them. And I'm trying to think of which back it was. And I can't think of the name to save myself. And we have got, is this the first half? How many minutes left? We have got, it is half time now. And they are going into the sheds. 19 to the Brumbies, 7 to the Rebels. Now, the last 4 wins at home have been for the Rebels against the Brumbies. They are going to have to work hard in the second half. They're disciplined. They've already had 2 yellow cards. Can't afford another, or else they could be well and truly out of this match. And we have got, yes, Sever Reese played for the Melville Reps as well. Zed Lewis, Hamilton, Anderson. But nonetheless, we will look quickly at some of the try scorers in this one. The first try was scored by James Hansen for the Rebels, because there was a try just after that scored by Folau Fainga'a, but it was a no try because of the knock on. Then from there, Rory Scott did score off that rolling maul, and that was in the 17th. Then we move to the yellow card just before that of Marika Korobeti, and then it was another yellow card for Trevor Hosier in the 30th minute, and then from there, Cadron Neville scoring in the 36th, and Tom Wright scoring in the 39th. Now, something I am going to try and do, I am going to see if I can bring up some halftime stats and see how we can go here, see if I can add a little bit more to these halftime talks as well. We are going to be clicking on it, and hopefully we will be able to see a few statistics about that first half, because we do know that Johnny Blaze, loves himself some match stats, and I have got some here for you guys as well. That was when he slapped around when he slapped around his Mrs. Sever Reese was a Mark Manlow. We talked about running at that fella hard all game, said Johnny Blaze as well. And unless we will look at some quick stats. So 2 yellow cards, like I mentioned, 3 tries for the Brumbies. 1 more would give them the bonus point, as the Rebels have only scored the 1. Meters carried, 268 for the Brumbies, 95 for the Rebels. Carries, they have had 16 more, the Brumbies, with 49. Defenders beaten is actually pretty even. Clean breaks, 4 to 1. That is in the favour of the Brumbies as well. Then we look at tackles, 48 made by the Rebels, 47 made by the Brumbies, and only 5 missed tackles for the Rebels and 4 for the Brumbies. So actually very close in terms of the tackles made. But then we look at the penalties conceded, 9 against the Rebels, only the 2 against the Brumbies. So like I said, discipline is going to play an important factor in the second half. And hopefully we will get out of the second half without seeing any more yellow cards or anything like that. We have also got, guess what, says Izzy. Is it going to be, guess what, Izzy's back? Guess what, back again, Izzy's back. Tell a friend, Izzy, possibly. I remember that was your trademark for a little while. And we have also got, do you have an Aussie Super Rugby jersey? I don't actually. Oh, did he? Okay, Izzy has said Jake Paul knocked out Ben in the first round. So that is rather unfortunate in that regard, with the fact that I think people were hoping that fight went a little bit longer. But I don't actually own any Super Rugby AU jerseys. So I am hoping that maybe in the future I will invest in getting one of those. And Johnny Blaze has put really OMFG as well. I'm back, says James Gordon as well. So welcome back, mate. But yeah, looking at the stats so far, this won't be too accurate, I don't think, or it might be. Tom Banks has had 53 metres carried so far, the most out of any player. No, it's not, because Tom Wright has had 86, and he was able to score himself the try as well. We'll look at the tackles so far. Michael Wells has made 6 and had a turnover 1, and then the most tackles for anyone has been Ryan Lonergan in the number 9 jersey. He has been working hard, and he was able to make 7 tackles in that first half. But yeah, an exciting second half set up here at AAMI Park in Melbourne. Why is this game so early? I'm not actually sure about the reasoning behind it, but they did decide that they would play it at the time of, it would be 2 p.m. over there, I believe, if I'm not wrong, which is the only afternoon game they've had for Super Rugby AU so far. So I'm not sure what the reasoning behind it is. So it might be the situation of maybe they are just testing to see how it will go, because some of the games will be played very early for Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. The games that are played over here will be an early game, or a not so early game, but a kind of mid-afternoon game over there. We have got hi from Noel Rogers as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. We have also got Stromedy knocked out Bryce Hall as well, says James Gordon. And we have got Cruisy Boy here as well. Welcome to the live stream, mate. And I will ask you guys the question, who do you think is going to be playing in the playoff game for Super Rugby AU? Is it going to be the Rebels versus the Brumbies, or is it going to be the Brumbies perhaps versing, I don't know, maybe can the Western Force get there with that latest win? Are you watching NRL? Says Noel Rogers. I do try and watch a little bit of it, but I don't normally end up doing any watch-along live streams for it. But I have been following it just a tad. But I know the Warriors are playing now. Someone mentioned a little bit earlier on. So do let me know what the score in that one is. But at the moment, the Western Force have actually overtaken the Rebels because of them playing the extra game. So if the Rebels don't win this match, the Western Force could be the team that are going to be playing up against the Brumbies. We have got Joke Pool 1. Well, I wanted that Ben guy to spank him in the ring, darn it. Yeah, I feel like everyone wanted to see that fight go a little bit longer, but it was a pretty short one by the sounds of it. We have got the Warriors are leading 8-12. So that is good news. Halftime we're watching it, said Noel Rogers. So yeah, hopefully the Warriors can pick themselves up a win, get into that top. Are they in the top 8? I think they go in the NRL. Hopefully they are up there. And that was a good try from Cadron Neville there. And TGP, the Great Woke One, should sign with the Warriors. That would be kind of cool, although I think the Roosters, if I'm not wrong, is it the Roosters or the Rabbitohs have got him in their sights, $130,000 deal for TJP to go into the side of NRL. Go Warriors as well, says James Gordon. Yeah, it is good to see that they are playing some decent rugby league this year. But yeah, they are showing that the Rebels, they were able to score the first try in the 9th minute. It was James Hansen, was a run round the side of the ruck by Lomani, getting very close to the line. And then from there, it was Joe Powell. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was the man around the side of the ruck, Hansen, who was able to score that one, James Hansen. Yes, it's the Roosters, said Lewis Hamilton Anderson. Yeah, it is the Roosters. And then from there, Rory Scott was able to score the try. That was after a disallowed try for Folau Fainga'a because of the fact that he did end up knocking it on. But Rory Scott, he did manage to score that one. Then from there, it was Cadron Neville. Good run from Alan Alatoa, running hard at the line of the Rebels. And then Lonergan went into the hands of the number 5, and he was able to get that one, Neville. And then from there, another try at the last moment. It was a great hit from Valentini on the man in the number 12 jersey, Magnay, for the Rebels. And then from there, the ball popped free, and it was quick hands from Ikatau. Went to Tom Wright, and he was a quick man, and Lomani wasn't going to be catching him. Where do you think the Blues will play, Roger? Or I feel like the centres may be more likely, or maybe fullback. I think fullback could actually be his position that he does go to, 11th at the moment. But if they win, they'll be in the top 8. So they are getting very close, and hopefully they will be able to do that. Go Brumbies as well, says Noah Rogers. And are you excited, Noah, for that match between the Brumbies and the Crusaders for the first round of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman? That's going to be a very good one. The Chips, that 100K deal with TJB sounds low, or TJP, sorry. I'm sure he could get at least 500K in Europe somewhere, surely. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I feel like maybe because they do have salary caps, if I'm not wrong, in the NRL. Could be wrong there, though. But is that correct that they do have a salary cap for the sides? So maybe that is why he wasn't able to get a lot more fullback as well, says Noah Rogers. And perhaps he's not actually going to be starting too many games as well, could be a factor. Maybe he is kind of just going there to learn a little bit more for the first season and then maybe gets the pay rise when he does play a little bit more fullback, said Noel Rogers as well. And the ABs want Roger Tuivasa-Sheck to play in the centres. Too much talent in the back three. Yeah, that is true. And I feel like after the match we saw between the Chiefs and the Crusaders, I hope you guys do agree with me in this regard. Do let me know if you don't. But I feel like Damian McKenzie, he is actually better suited for fullback. Like in the number 10 jersey, someone described it perfectly. And they said that he was being a distributor rather than I can't remember the word that they said, but I'll call it a sniper because of the fact that like normally he is able to find those gaps, break the line, and does look very impressive. But then at number 10, he was always passing it to the centres. And it was working for the Chiefs, but I feel like he is more dangerous in that number 15 jersey. We have got the Crusaders will smash the Brumbies 748-0, said Noel Rogers. And we have got Ryan in the chat as well. Welcome to the live stream. Damien better at fullback as well, says Hope Goat. I hate D-Mac, says Noel Rogers. Is that because of the fact that he was getting that winning penalty against the Crusaders, Noah? Do let me know. And we have got, or he's on 100K so he can spread his wokeness to the Chooks players. So you think maybe a little bit of a motivational speaker role, perhaps, Johnny. And we have got his smile when he takes the kick is classic as well, says Jake Lacey as well. And we have got, yeah, says Noel Rogers. Hi, just eating a waffle, says Henry Samuel. That's something I haven't had in a very long time. I used to get, those chocolate chip waffles that you can get that come in a stack of like 6. I used to have them quite often, and we have got, I agree, but he can't take bonus spot. I also hate D-Mac, says Lewis Hamilton Anderson as well. But yeah, and it's going to be interesting. Super Rugby Trans-Tasman only a couple weeks away, maybe almost a month actually. And I am wondering, do you guys want to see me play those games on Rugby Challenge 4 as well? Because I did do it all through the Super Rugby Aotearoa competition. So do you guys want to see that again on these games for Super Rugby Trans-Tasman as well? We have got the Crusaders will thrash the Blues 10,589 to 0 next week. So that is a lot of tries. That is for sure. I'm eating those right now, says Henry Samuel. So you are a very lucky individual there. We have got, hey, mate, says, why not rugby? Welcome to the live stream, mate. It is Milo, isn't it? I feel like I try my best to remember all of you guys' names, but sometimes I do misspeak them a little bit. Yes, says James Gordon as well. Yes, says Hope Goat. And we have got another Blues. We'll beat the Crusaders. Go the Blues, says Lewis. Go the Blues as well. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting match. The discipline, I said it in my post-match review yesterday. I said whoever has the better discipline in those matches or in that match will win that game, purely because both of those sides, they've just given away a few too many penalties throughout the season so far. And we have also got Crusaders evil here, said James Gordon. And we have got Jake has said Crusaders need to win next week for home final unless Chiefs wins the next 2 games. We need Hurricanes to beat the Chiefs, says Jake as well. And we have got 116 tries, 99 conversion, and 83 penalties to the Crusaders. And I am impressed that you did that math so fast now. I assume maybe there was a calculator involved, but that does equal 10,589 points. I am very impressed. Actually, is that enough points? I think that's only around 1,000, because I do remember on Rugby Challenge, I did actually try and get 1,000 points in one match. I never uploaded it, but if that is something you guys want to see the highlights of, maybe I could end up in doing that one. But I think you would have to add a 0 to the end of the tries, perhaps, Noah, and then you would be getting a little bit closer there. And also maybe an extra 0 to the conversions and penalties. It's a hard one to guess, that is for sure. And we have got my mum and dad are fighting. Any advice, says Lewis Hamilton Anderson. Geez, that's a hard question. I don't really know. I don't know. That's a hard one. I feel like because I haven't really been in that situation, it's very hard to to say, because I don't really know the extent of it. But I just know, be sure to it's a hard one. Maybe don't do what Johnny Blaze said, give your father a choke slam right now. Don't know how well that would go. But Crusaders need to stop giving away penalties. That's why they are losing now. Yeah, they've given away a lot over the last few weeks. But yeah, Lewis, hopefully it will get better for you, mate. But I haven't really been in that situation, so I'm not really sure what to say. Sorry. We have got Lewis as well from James Golden. We have got what do you think about Crusaders winning 5 years in a row, said Jake Lacey. It's going to be an interesting one. Are they going to be able to do it again. Oh no, they're showing people on the field, and one of them fell over off pretty much the starting line, which is very unfortunate for the man. They've also got pick up by his neck and give him a Tim Tam slam when, well, then 964 penalties, or sorry, tries, 899 conversions, and 2,309 penalties as well. A little Tim Tam slam as well. Hi, Noah. Good to see you back, says Ryan as well. Same, Hamish. I haven't experienced that. But yeah, nonetheless, at the moment, 19-7 in this match. I lost my pen. I dropped it before. And if you guys are wondering why I keep on like moving around, it is because I'm trying to pick the pen up with my feet. And it is a mission and a half. That is for sure. At the moment, possession 65% for the Brumbies, 35% for the Rebels. Territory 67%. Time in the opposition 22. 5 minutes 40 for the Brumbies there. 3 minutes more than the other side. The tackles are very close at the moment, 48 and 47. Tackle completion 92% for the Brumbies, 91% for the Rebels. They have had more carry meters, more carries, more gain line carries as well. And yeah, it is going to be a very exciting second half. We have got Crusaders will just win the final or get smashed in the final, I think, says Izzy. And yeah, that's the thing. I feel like at this stage, Crusaders are in that final. Unless, of course, they lose their match against the Blues. And then the Blues, oh no, I don't think the Blues and the Chiefs can both pass them, though, in that situation. So I think they are still in the final there, the Crusaders, and it's going to be that situation of, how is that final going to go? Because at the end of the day, all they need for the other team playing in that final against the Crusaders is a very good performance, and they could be Super Rugby at that 2021 competition champions, and that will be exactly what they want to do. We have also got just break it up or just calm down and not get angry at each other. Says, say break it up, sorry, from Cruisy Boy. And we have got second half in the NRL has started. I twirled my father in the air over my head and spun him around 200 times in the room all the way to China, said Johnny Plays as well. We have got, or tell him to grab a beer and chill out, said Izzy. And we have got, I hope we don't have Mike Fraser in the final in Christchurch. Not a fan of his refereeing, that is for sure. For Noah, it was taken well by Wells there. And that one's almost going to be stolen by the Brumbies, not quite. It is outside of the 22. Joe Powell firing it back now into the hands of Hosier, who was having the run. They are still 22 out, and they are now inside, they have said. And now it is going to be Matt Tamua, who is kicking this one down the middle of the field. It is going to be bouncing, but it has set up very nicely for Tom Banks, and now he is going to be trying to counter here. It has gone all great low tackle from Wells there. Straight over the ball was the Rebels player, but not quite able to get there. Now it's going to be Lonergan going into the hands of Whainyaha, who is going to be hitting that one up. Lonergan once again going back to Lolesio. Goes into the hands of Alan Alatoa, but he is tackled by Hosier. And now it is going to be Lonergan firing it back into the hands of Lolesio. Hasn't had too many runs so far throughout this match, but he will be hoping to change that. Tell you what, that's almost going to be a penalty, doesn't it? No, it is still in the side of the Brumbies. I thought that might have been a not releasing penalty there. And now it is going to be Lonergan going back to Tom Banks. Now finding the gap there. Tom Banks dragged down by his jersey there. By the number one there. Now it is going to be in the hands of Valentini, a good runner of the ball. But he has been tackled there by, it was Hardwick. Now it is going to be Whainyaha, tackled low by the number 19, Haylett Petty, because of the fact that the man in the number 4 jersey hasn't returned to the field yet. Lolesio hit hard in that tackle there. Now it is going to be Tom Banks firing it back, and we'll read the chat in a very short moment as well. But it was Ikatau who was tackled there. I haven't actually checked the likes throughout this whole live stream. We are sitting on 10, so thank you all very much for that. I do appreciate it a lot. I'm not sure what the like goal would be for this one. Maybe can we get to 15? It's going to be the penalty it was Ikatau. Oh, no, sorry, Stacey Ely, who was able to win that penalty. And we have also got, I used to like Mike Fraser says, Noah Rogers, hard A, Noah as well. And we have got hello from AKA Just a Dog. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Tamua going into the hands of Magnay now. He has got a bit of space, running with the ball one hand, and he is a quick man, Magnay. He's going on the inside to Joe Powell. Wasn't the best pass, though, but doesn't matter. Joe Powell scores the try for the Rebels, and they are right back in this match. What a run from Campbell Magnay. They don't have Reece Hodge because of his injury, but that was a brilliant run from the number 12, and now it does make the score a little bit closer. And it was just a good little backline movement there. Lolesio finding Magnay, holding it in one hand there, Magnay. He has got plenty of pace when he starts going. And then from there, he did pass it to, it was Joe Powell just behind him with the pass, but then he was able to get over the line nonetheless. And that is the try to the Rebels there. Holding the ball in one hand, though, Magnay. That is confidence, and it was a good pass in the end that found Powell, and he was able to score it. And we have also got, I remember in 2016 watching the Crusaders' first game of Super Rugby, and I was laughing at how weak the team looked. E.g., who the heck is Richie Moanga bloke? He isn't Dan Carter, said Johnny Blaze as well. Who the heck is this David Harvili bloke? And the Crusaders picked a pack of no-names. Little did I know they are now bona fide superstars as well. Yeah, they are very good players in that Crusaders lineup. And now they're the team to beat in a way. So the fact that in the last 3 games, they have lost 2, and the other one, they won in Golden Point, they haven't quite found that form that they did have earlier on in the competition. And they will be hoping that it can continue. Tell you what, he flew across there. Whoever that was, Tom Banks, I think it was, went a little bit too high on Joe Powell. I spotted 5-4 passes by Chiefs that weren't called, and 1 knock on, said Noah Rogers as well. So that is quite a few, that is for sure. The TMOs, they try and pick those up normally, but yeah, maybe they missed a couple. Is there burger fuel where you live, Hamish? No. Unfortunately, the most we've got is kind of like fish and chip shops and dairies, because of the fact that the nearest even McDonald's is half an hour away. So to get KFC or McDonald's or Burger King or anything like that, I think there is actually a burger fuel half an hour up the road though. But yeah, that's where you got to travel if you do want to get any of those. They were closing the gap a little bit there, the Rebels, so that it is going to be the throw of Whaiangaa. I'm watching Supercars at the moment, says Ryan as well. 10K says Noah Rogers. I don't know whether we'll get to 10K, but maybe we can get to 15. Lonergan now goes to Lolosio. Oh, hard in the tackle by Magnay as well. That one was knocked backwards. That guy played it on the ground, so surely that's a penalty. Yes, it is. It is going to be the penalty for the man playing it on the ground. Magnay with a great shot there. And we have also got Warriors nearly scored. Hopefully they will be able to get another one. Oh. Okay, so they are saying it was a knock on by Magnay there, which, yes, it did come a little bit off it. And then because of it, it is going to be into the situation of it is going to be a Brumbies scrum. Who's watching F1? Says Cruisy Boy. Not myself, that is for sure. But hopefully, hopefully I'll have more time to watch other sports in the coming weeks. Matt Gibbon coming off the field, and it is going to be Orr who does make his way onto the field. I almost just dropped my pen, drew all over my pants there. That is unfortunate. We have, but put it down on their ball line, said Noah Rogers. So that is unfortunate. Was it a kick and chase, perhaps, Noah, in that situation? Do let me know. But now it is going to be Lonergan firing this ball into the scrum here. The Brumbies, they will want to try, because at this stage they are only sitting 5 points behind, 5 points in front. So a converted try for the Rebels could end up with them in the lead. Good scrum there by the Rebels. Oh, it went straight up though. And it is going to be now another scrum. And we have got Let's Go Rebels from Cameron Milner. And I don't want to say anything too bad, but I feel like that one, the last couple decisions haven't quite gone the Rebels' way, but they are hoping that they will still be able to get this one in the bag, because they need this win if they do want a chance to go into the final. They have got the new man in the final. They are saying both rows went up. Yeah, both men popped up there. We have also got Roger had a line break, kicked it, and Wade Egan chased and nearly scored. So hopefully they will be able to score. I'm watching Stripper Olympics, says Johnny Blaze. I didn't even know that was a thing, to be fair. What's your least favourite sport? Said Lewis. Oh, least favourite sport's a hard one. Oh, Lolosio is kicking it out on the full, though. That's a mistake. And because of it now, they are going to be going back, and it is going to be a Rebels line-out round about halfway. My least favourite sport, I feel like I don't have my least favourite sport. It's just sports that I wouldn't really watch too much of. But I don't have any sports that I'm like, oh, I hate that sport. I do watch quite a few, but it is just a case of, if I don't enjoy watching it as much as some others, I just won't end up watching it, kind of thing. Now it's in the hands of Korombete. He has run hard at it was Ikatau there. But he has been tackled there by says Noah Rogers as well. We will see you later, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. But yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream in the chat. Me too, man. I need to travel 30 minutes into Hamilton if I want Macca's BK or Kentucky Fried Chicken. Said, who was that? The number 14, Lamani, who had that ball in hand there. Now it is going to be Joe Powell, but now, he's run hard at Alan Alatoa and Vellatini. I don't know if that's where you want to be running, but they have got the advantage here, the Rebels, so they can throw everything at this. Now it is going to be the man in the number 19 jersey, the 18 jersey has dropped that one. And we are going back now. It was Elof. There now it is going to be the penalty. Maybe they are going to be going for the 3 here, the Rebels, or do they kick for the corner? That's a big question. They haven't scored off a rolling maul yet. But Joe Bell runs straight into Alan Alatoa and Rob Valentini. Not where you want to be running there. It's hit very hard in the tackle. We have also got in the chat, I'm liking now, said Lewis, so thank you very much, mate. We have got later enough, says James Gordon. But at the moment, yeah, we're sitting on 12 likes, so we are getting close. But yeah, I think the biggest annoyance of having to travel 30 minutes for any kind of like BK or Macca's or anything like that is the fact that then you've got to look at the fact that you're paying like for the petrol money as well as the food that you are getting. So sometimes we just end up, if we are getting anything, we just go to a local fish and chip shop or something. But now it's going to be Matt Tomoa at the moment sitting on the second most points. At the moment, he is sitting on 80. James O'Connor for the Reds sitting in first on 90. If he does get this one, there will only be a 7-point difference. Joe Bell versus 250 kgs of Pacific muscle. Ouch. Yeah, I mean, you gotta say though, fair play to the man for deciding, you know what? That's the gap I want to go for between two big solid forwards. Matt Tomoa has kicked that one, and now the score is going to be 17 to the Rebels, 19 to the Brumbies. And what is with these games for Super Rugby, Aotearoa and AU at the moment? Every game is going down to the wire. And it seems like it's just a little bit of a trend that these two sides are just that evenly matched. Like, it keeps you guessing the whole time. And I feel like that is what makes it so great as well. But yeah, Joe Powell decided to run at a big forward in Alan Alatoa, big front rower, and also into the number 8 for this one, Valentini. Nick White is on the field now. Lonergan had a good game overall. I felt he was involved in a lot in the first half. Also made a lot of tackles there. Now it is going to be Joe Powell for the Rebels. The other halfback is going to be firing it back to Matt Tomoa, and he does kick it down the middle of the field. It is going to be taken by Tom Banks now, who is going to be passing it into the hands of Lolosio. Goes floaty ball to Muirhead, who is going to be kicking that one out on the full. And they are going back once again. That's about the 4th one in a row from the Rebels, from the Brumbies, that they have kicked that one out on the full. So it's not good for the Brumbies at the moment. Perhaps feeling a little bit of the pressure because of the fact last 4 home games for the Rebels have been wins for them against the Brumbies. But Muirhead not kicking that one too well. He knew it as soon as he kicked it. I believe there was a word that was said that I can't re-say on this live stream, or repeat, I guess I could say. But now it is going to be the Rebels just outside of the 22 with the ball in hand. Now it's going to be Powell going into the hands of Tomoa, goes into the hands of Magnay. He has been very strong in the centres. Now it's going to be Korombete round the side of the ruck. Decides to play it as the halfback. He has put the ball down on the ground, and he is going again. And tell you what, that's a good leg drive from the Rebels there. Fine, I think his pants have well and truly come down here, but he doesn't care because he is trying to get that ball. Now it's going to be Joe Powell, goes to Tomoa, goes into the hands of Ely now, who wasn't quite, he did find the offload there. Now it's in the hands of Pincus, who has offloaded it there to the number 6, which is Kimini for this one. They have still got this ball here. The Rebels 6 phases gone so far. We'll read the chat in a very short moment as well. And now it is in the hands of a Rebels forward. Now it's going to be Magday going out the back, and it's going to be Wells firing it over the top. Interception though from Tom Wright. Crucial tackle made there from Korombete. If he didn't get that ankle tap, he was going to be running the length of the field there, Tom Wright. No one was catching him from there, but it was a very good ankle tap. And then we have also got in the chat, we have got Liam in the chat as well. We have got Peyton here as well. So welcome both of you to the live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we have also got, will you stream next Blues game? Because I will come listen anyway. I got to go, says Lewis. I will be streaming the game between the Crusaders and the Blues next Sunday. So I look forward to seeing you there. Hopefully everything is all right with you as well, mate. My dad is from Timaru, says Hope Goat. So yeah, only a little bit up the road. Oh, that just smacked into the noggin of the number 8. Oh, it was, tell you what, it's going to be a try. This is a harsh game. The number 12, Kuenzel, hopefully I've said that right, has scored the try. And I'm sorry, we're going to have to look at this again. My game actually froze right when it happened. But pretty much what happened was one of the Brumbies players were going to be kicking that ball away. Or one of the Rebels players, kicking the ball away. It rocketed into the skull of Michael Wells here. It was Matt Tomoa. Had a little bit of pressure on him. He was running in slow motion. Then from there, little slip, it scones the man in the face. I'm not sure what number he was. I thought it was the number 8, but that is not Wells. So it is actually, I think it was, it's Kemeny here. Kicks it straight into the mush of Kemeny, and then it bounces off, goes into the hands of the Brumbies, and they were able to counter from there, passing it out to the man in the number 12 jersey, and he was able to score the try. And we have also got in the chat, hi guys, I'm back from Liam, and we have got Layla Lewis Huckle as well, our home buddy as well from Johnny Plays. They absolutely sconed Kemeny in the face. It was the number 6 who did take that one on the mush. It's in Tasmania, says Ryan as well. And we have got, I'm watching Warriors and Super Rugby scores, said Liam. And yeah, Peyton said hello, so welcome back to the live stream. We have got American drillers, NBA players, UK drillers look like soccer players, Aussie drillers looking like rugby players as well, and NZ drillers looking like homeless street merchants or merchants. I think that is Lolicio, 83% kick succession. I'm not sure what a driller is, to be fair. I feel like I don't have much knowledge of that as well. AJ's got in there, said, yeah. But I will quickly check the likes while we are here. We have reached that 15, so maybe we can get all the way to 20 before the end of this live stream. Who knows? That one is going over from Lolicio. He needed to make sure that one was going over, and that is exactly what he did. So now the score in this one is going to be 26 to the Brumbies, 17 to the Rebels. So where are you from again, Sos? Says Hope Go. I guess I didn't really actually say, so I might as well say it. I'm from a small town 30 minutes south of Timaru called Waimate, which I'm not sure whether you guys would have heard of. I think some of you may have, but yeah, that is where I'm from the small town. That was taken beautifully there by Rory Scott. But at the moment, they have put them back under pressure here, the Brumbies, because of the fact that now there is a 9-point difference. It is going to be Nick White kicking this one high, very high. And it is going to be Wilkin coming on the field. And that is for Richard Hardwick. Oh, Pinker's taking that one beautifully there. And he is trying to step the Rebels at the moment. They need another try, and they need it sooner, else the Brumbies may be able to get the win in this one. It is going to be Hosier, who is back on the field. Oh, no, he never went off it. It was the number 4, who is still not on the field, I don't think. Now it is going to be Powell going into the hands of the number 18. Tamu now offloads to Magni. Short ball there. Almost finding the offloads, but decides not to. Now it's in the hands of Lomani. He is going to be firing it across field by the looks of it. Oh, he's stepping all over the place, Lomani. Great low tackle on him by the number 20, but the ball has popped out, and it's going to be Falau Fainya with a kick in behind. That's a brilliant kick from a number 2. That is for sure. Now it's going to be Conan Betty. He is going to have to make the decision of whether he runs. Oh, it's a little bit of obstruction there, but a good tackle. Oh, no, it wasn't. He was held, though. So it is going to be the penalty for going a second time, and that is something that they just couldn't afford to give away there, the Brumbies, because more than likely it will be the case of Noah Lolesio deciding to take another 3 points. So, yeah, he wasn't released, or, yeah, he didn't release because of the fact that Valentini ended up having the hand on him there. And we have got Jason Yang in the chat, has said, hey, welcome to the live stream, mate. At the moment, the game 26 to the Brumbies, 17 to the Rebels. It is a close encounter between these two sides. Tom Banks is going to be kicking this one into the corner. And very nicely done from him. But Lomani stepping all over the place, but the ball did come free in the end. And it did end up that Falau Fainya was the one who decided to kick it downfield. And in the end, it was a very good kick from the big man as well. There are a few more changes being made for the Brumbies. So we will wait and see who is going to be coming off the field. And it is going to be Nick Frost coming on the field. And Magnay coming off the field for Lewis Holland. That is a little bit of a surprise. Magnay has been playing very well for the Rebels so far. So it is going to be a new man on the field now. And it is that man who I mentioned, which was it Brad Wilkin, who has come onto the field now? I think I did say. But nonetheless, it is going to be now Joe Powell with the ball in hand. He is going to be trying to kick this one. Or he fires it back to Matt Tamua, almost charged down again. And it is going to be the penalty to the Rebels for the players being offside. And that is one of those penalties that we didn't normally get to see too many of those penalties in kind of the last few years of the competition. But now they are really getting strict with who is behind the kicker. Even if you have nothing to do with the kick that has taken place, you can still be penalised if you are in front. So now it is going to be Matt Tamua kicking that one into Dutch offside, said Jason Yang. It was indeed. And I am actually do you guys like the scoreboard better than the other scoreboard that I have? Because I do like the fact for this one that it is actually behind enough that it does end up, I don't think it ticks over by the time I do actually mention, like I say that someone scores and then it ticks over kind of thing. Whereas for the other one, it's kind of a little bit too far ahead of me. I've been missing a bit of your live stream. Sorry, said Jason Yang. No worries, mate. It is still good to see that you are here and that you are doing well, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully you have been enjoying all of the rugby that we have been having, because we've got a lot of it. That is for sure. There is going to be plenty more games happening. Definitely in the Northern Hemisphere coming up. The Rainbow Cup taking place very soon. But we have also got a few more games of Super Rugby AU and Aotearoa. Tom Banks now having a bit of a run, offloads it there to Ikatel. He's got the man on his outside. Tom Wright kicks it in behind. Tom Banks chasing that one. Kurimbete has cleaned that one up though. And he's doing well. He's run straight at Tom Wright. He has shunted him off. Now Tom Wright almost ended up getting tackled by Tom Banks there with the step. Well, the Brumbies have a big lead, and who's got the ball at the moment? It is the Rebels just outside of their 22. That's a big hit on the replacement prop there. Now it is going to be around this side of the ruck. It was the number 18, the other replacement prop. Then this one now it's going to be Joe Powell firing it back once again to Matt Tamua, and they are going to clear their lines. Good boot on Matt Tamua as well. It's gone down into the hands of Lolosio, who looks like he is going to be countering with a big kick high, and it is going to be Muirhead who is chasing this one very hard here. It is in the hands of, it is Matt Tamua. Great ankle tap there on him, but he has got back up and he is going again. Now it's in the hands of one of the big forwards for the Rebels. Good step there from him, and good to see that he didn't have to go for an HIA because of the fact that he did get smacked in the mush with that Tamua. Now, tell you what, that's a big hit. And it is going to be an advantage. I feel like these Super Rugby Australia streams are just me going, a lot. But that was a big hit on the man. Not only did he knock it on, but then he got smacked by two players as well. And Kurimbete with a great spiral kick downfield there. It was Lamani on the right wing. But I will read all your chat as well. We have got in the chat, I've been playing Rugby Challenge 4, and I did Blues versus Highlanders and Chiefs versus Crusaders as well. And we have got Johnny Blaze, are you going to get the COVID vaccine? I think I will end up getting it. I think we're still a couple more months away from everyone being able to get it, though, if I'm not wrong. And James Gordon has said, lads coming back as well, says James Gordon. And we have got 27 and Highlanders 6 for Jason Yang's match. Let's go, Brumbies beat the Rebels, says Carlos. But we are going to see now. He is back on the field, they are saying. It is going to be Nazarani who has made his way on there. Also, Kimini coming off the field. That's the thing. I was working hard to try and work out the starting lineups, but it was the fact that I did have the, I haven't really learned the benches yet. It's going to be a penalty to the Rebels, and it is because of obstruction in that line out. We have also got, what's up, Jason, from James Gordon as well. What's up, boy, says Jody Blaze. Rebels is a 31, Brumbies, a Hoipa 9s. Let's see your ponytails, says Peyton. Show us your downstairs tail, says Johnny Blaze as well. I mean, the ponytail is not great, though. Like, the only reason I have it is because of the fact that I don't want my hair sitting here, like, while I am doing the live stream. There it is. Maybe could you guys see it? It is just a little one today because of the fact that, it's one of those ones. I either need to grow it out so that maybe, I don't know if I want a man bun, though. It's one of those, that's a good run from Nazarani there. Now, it is going to be Joe Powell. Lonergan is on the field now. And it is going to be the fact that, it is going to be Falau Fainaa going off the field. I see the chat as well. Here we go, Luigi voice. I used to be able to do a Mario impersonation. That's an advantage. Double knock on there. So we are going to be going back. And it is going to be the scrum feed for the Rebels. We have got Chiefs 40 and Crusaders 49 as well. Gee whiz, Brumbies have a big lead, says Carlos. Although it is a close game here, 9 points difference. If the Rebels can score again here, 20 minutes to go, we could be in for a right bit of, we could be in for a right good finish to this match. Yeah, says Peyton as well with the clapping. And we have got Brumbies are better than the Rebels all the way, says Carlos. And we have Brumbies scored 4 tries of 2 tries and 4 penalties, says Liam. So it is the case of, at the moment they have 4 tries and the Rebels, they do have 2. So we are in that situation of maybe the bonus point could be on the cards for the Brumbies if they can score one more. Do your Mario impersonation. I feel like there's a time and a place for it, and just randomly bursting it out will be rather, you guys might cringe out of your socks at the moment. Might bring it out soon, depending on how we go. We have got 17 likes. Maybe if we get to 20. I can't even think of how it used to go. I have a couple impersonations. I used to be that kid at school that could do a few different voices, the likes of like Kermit the Frog and whatnot. And also a bit of Mr. Bean was one of the ones. Johnny, would you do this for your kids? If your ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend hits your kids and give them a hiding, said James Gordon as well. Well, I feel like the answer to that would be pretty obvious, I would have thought. But then we have got the Brumbies might be able to beat the Rebels, says Carlos. Yeah, I feel like might at this stage will be the big factor, because this one could be a very close finish, like the rest of the Super Rugby AU and Aotearoa games of this round. We have got Brumbies 34, Rebel Sports says 24 for Jason Yang as well, and that is certainly a possibility. I can check the score on this live stream and on Google, says Carlos as well. Yeah, that is what I have got for the scoreboard, because of the fact that, the other one, I couldn't actually find a good one for Super Rugby AU, and I do like the fact that this one is slightly behind, so that when I talk about the fact that there is a try, like it hasn't quite ticked over, because I know with the other one, it ends up, that's a good scrum from the Rebels there, counter scrum there, and it is going to be Noah Lolesio who is kicking that one into touch there, and it is going to be a line out now to the Rebels. We have got Brumbies are better than Rebels, says Carlos as well. But yeah, it is because of the fact that the other one is actually too far ahead, I think, because I have looked at it after it has gone live, and I do see that it ticks over, and I haven't actually mentioned what is happening in that one. We have Oz got my wife, and would never end up. My wife would never end up my ex. She's the one and only, and we'll be together forever, and we'll grow old together. I can't answer that question truthfully, and that is a nice statement, Johnny Blaze. And I wonder if your wife has seen. I mean, I think she knows in that situation, because you guys sound like you are very happy, and that is awesome to see as well. And we have got from saw it on a movie, mate, said Joe Scotland as well. Brumbies, said Jason Yang as well. But I suppose if an ex-girlfriend hits your kids, you could spank his bottom. So I said Johnny Plays. Now it is in the hands of Matt Tamua once again. Has gone very high. It is going to be the number 22 there, which is Wilkin, who is chasing this one out. Tom Banks has taken that one nicely and straight over the ball with the Rebels. Has he got that ball there? Not quite. Oh, everyone pounced on that one. But Nick White has managed to get that one in his hands. Is it going to be the penalty to the Rebels? No, it's not. And now it is going to be Noah Lolesio firing it back to one of the big forwards. It was James Slipper having his run. He is a very experienced player as well. So he will be hoping to close this game out for his side. Now it is going to be Nick White, who is going to be firing this one high with the box kick. It is going high, and it is going to be taken nicely by Pincus there. No, it was Matt Tamua, and now he's found a bit of space down the wing. No one is catching him. Oh, great tackle there from the number 17, and it is a turnover there. Nick White has got that one in his hands, and because of it, the Brumbies have taken that position straight back. It is going to be Valentini, goes to Alan Alatoa there, and they are trying their best to drive forward here, the Brumbies. Now it is, a counter ruck there from the Rebels. Are they going to be able to get that ball? The ball has gone down. Are they going to be able to get it out there, the Brumbies? Yes, they have. And now it is going to be Nick White, who is going to be firing up the box kick once again. He loves a box kick, Nick White. And it is going to be Lomani lining that one up. He has taken it beautifully as well, Lomani. And it is in the hands of the Rebels now. And I don't think the Brumbies can afford to be given away possession at this stage of the game, although saying that they'll probably get an interception soon and score the try. But Matt Tamua decides not to go to the man a little bit wider. We have also got Brumbies all the way, says Carlos as well. We have got Cam Ryan, as said some of the people in this chat are very odd. We have got a few interesting ones in the chat, that is for sure. But I feel like they do also, that's a good hit. They do liven up the live stream as well. And yeah, it is good to see you as well, Cam Ryan. Do appreciate you tuning in, mate. Now it is going to be Joe Powell on the halfway line going back to, it is now in the hands of Tamua. They look like they are just trying to find that gap. It is Stacey Ely now trying to find a gap available. But at the moment, the Brumbies defense has been pretty good. But at the end, that was a great run from Nazarani around the side. Now it's going to be Joe Powell running hard. Oh, he's knocked it on, though. Good tackle. It did get knocked out of their hands. And that was by Lachlan Lonergan, who did do that one. And now it is going to be the scrum feed to the Brumbies as well. Samoans fight Tongans, says James Godden as well. Brumbies is the only team I support in Super Rugby AU, says Carlos. And yeah, that's going to be an exciting matchup. I'm going to the Reds versus Crusaders game. I was actually just about to mention Reds versus Crusaders. And yeah, that is in round 2 of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. That's going to be an absolutely, I think it's going to be it's either going to be a high-scoring tries galore kind of situation, or it's going to be a very low-scoring close one. Because the Reds, they have almost, you'd say they're the closest to New Zealand's kind of rugby style out of all of the sides. Maybe Brad Thorne has something to do with that, but it is a very entertaining game of rugby to watch when it is the Reds. Also, Reds versus Brumbies in the final could be a very exciting one, because those two sides, they seem to be able to have close games over and over again. And yeah, it's going to be a very exciting matchup, that is for sure. Alan Alatoa coming off the field now for Tom Ross. Decent shift from the big man. Did absolutely whack Joe Powell a little bit earlier on in the match, but he is coming off the field, and not for the reason that he did in the last match up against the Rebels. That was for a red card on the hit of, it was for Masili. Those two men coming together, that sound could have been heard all around the city because that was a nasty sound. Oh, I'm watching someone getting their finger put back in. And that made me, yeah. That's one of those ones that when you're watching it, you're like, what are they doing? Oh, that's what they're doing. But we have got, I'm going for, and we have got Harwins. That says Jason Yang. That will be in about a month's time. It is round 2 of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. So we've got round 9 of Super Rugby Aotearoa with round 10 of Super Rugby AU next week. Then it is going to be the next game is going to be round 10 of Super Rugby Aotearoa, and then the playoff game for the match between the two sides in second and third for Super Rugby AU, and then the final and the final are both on, I think it is May 8th, if I'm not wrong, but that could be the wrong date there. We have also got that Joe Powers capped by the Wallabies A. No offense, but geez, that's a bit desperate to cap to cap that bloke. Says Johnny Blaze. Yeah, not his best performance so far. And I have to say, it's interesting because I don't think is Nasarani, he isn't a spare halfback, is he? So maybe they haven't gone with the spare halfback for this match because he is on the field as well. So maybe he is slotted into somewhere else. We have got Brumbies are better than the Rebels because Rebels are just a normal team that people support, says Carlos as well. And we have got Joe as well. But we did see with the live standings, if the Brumbies win this match, then it is going to be a very interesting finish to see who is going to be in third. It will either be the Rebels or the Western Force. It's not going to be the Waratahs, unfortunately, for them. Almost able to get their first win yesterday, but unfortunately lost it in the final moments. Literally, Joe says, yeah, it's one of those ones. They've got Joe Powell for the Rebels, but then on the Brumby side, you've got Nick White and also Ryan Lonergan. So I feel like the levels are a little bit different there, but now it is going to be Nick White going backwards. Now it is Noah Lolesio goes to Tom Banks with the low kick there. It's an awkward bouncing one, but taken very nicely by Lamani Redwell. Literally, why Joe literally as well. Johnny Blaze is not happy about the performance Joe Powell has had so far. That one is going to be taken. He did score a try though, Joe Powell. So I guess that is something, but other than that, he's had a few knock-ons throughout this one. Oh, that man almost got taken out there. Now it is going to be Noah Lolesio with the ball in hand. Now he is trying to find the gap. He has run hard, but great low tackle there by the number 18, which is Tom Ross, who has only come on the field very recently. No, sorry, it was Ulysses, I believe it was for the Rebels. Wait a minute. I have been reading the wrong number 16, I think, through for this match. That is a good low tackle from the number 17 of the Rebels. Now it's going to be Nick White firing it back into the hands of Noah Lolesio. He is going to be kicking this one very high, and it has only gone about 10 metres. Tom Banks not quite able to get it. Now it's in the hands of Nazarani, who has been looking strong since he came on the field. Now it is going to be Matt Tamil with the little offload to Corin Bete. He is trying to find the gap, and also it is going to be the number 21 on the field now. Was he number 21? I'm not sure who that player was actually. Have they changed? Oh, no, he's the number 20 there, which is Lucio Sordoni. So Sordoni, I haven't actually heard of him, but that isn't his name, I don't think. Looking at the back of his jersey, that might be wrong, but they are still building up now in this match here, the Rebels. Now it is up to the sixth phase. I will read all the chat in a very short moment as well, but I do thank you all very much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So if you do want to help us out, please do. That one is a good run. That is a good run there. Now it is going to be the number 23 now having a run, which is Tuttle, I believe. Tell you what, I think some of the names on my team sheet might actually be wrong because it was Wilkin, I think. Yeah, now it is going to be a penalty to the Brumbies. I feel like I can't actually trust this sheet that I have got myself. There's about 3 different names that I think are different on the field. We have also got my friend shaved his mullet when he had a broken leg, says James Gordon as well. Even Bowden Barrett is better than the Rebels, says Carlos. And then we have got Cameron as said, I'm from the UK, and I'm good pals with Jordan Olowo. Oh, I feel like I'm going to ruin this name, Jordan Olowofela. Hopefully I've said that right, who plays for the Force. So you'll be very happy with the fact that they were able to get that win. And it's pretty awesome. You guys in the chat have quite a few connections to the fellas out on the field, like in both Super Rugby AU and Super Rugby Aotearoa. And yeah, it is just awesome to see all of you guys here as well. We have got Carlos and Geordie Barrett and Brad Weber and Damien McKenzie and Anton Leonard Brown. I think that is, I was meant to say, is better than the Rebels. Can I get a pumpkin? Says Peyton Very. Is it pumpkin season at the moment? That is a big question. Johnny May says Jason Yang as well. And we have also got Johnny Blaze has a relationship with Jonathan Sexton. How does your wife feel about that one, Johnny Blaze? Then we have also got Tom Robinson, says Jason Yang for who the player in the number 20 jersey was. But now it is going to be Nick White going into the hands of Noah Lolesio. Goes to Tom Wright, sells the dummy, but good tackle on him by the Rebels player, Matamua. He has had a decent game so far. And at the moment, 12 minutes left in this one. Are the Brumbies going to be able to hang on to this lead, or are the Rebels going to be able to get back into this match? It is a bit of a counter-ruck from the number 16. He's not a happy boy at the moment, Lonergan. But they have been told to use it. He has shunted off another player as well. Tell you what, my game is freezing quite a bit at the moment, so I will apologise in advance if I do miss a few moments of this one. I will be a little bit behind, but that is going to be the penalty to the Rebels there. And we have got Johnny May as well, says Jason Young. We have got Find the Dot as well, and we have got also Brad Weaver, Damian McKenzie, and Anton Leonard Brown, Bowden Barrett, and Geordie Barrett, and Ryan Crotty are my favourites. I assume that, as Carlos has said, I'm back. Remember me, said Lewis Hamilton Anderson. I do indeed. You were here for the first half, mate, so hopefully, everything is all right. Johnny May versus LRZ at Gloucester. Who's quicker? And that's Reece Zammit, isn't it? Oh, that wasn't the best throw from the Rebels, but tell you what, he's done very well there for Haylett Petty to be able to keep that one. Now it is going to be in the number 17. Oh, he's dropped the ball, but it has gone backwards there. No, it hasn't. They have said it's gone forward. So now it is going to be the knock-on, and it means it's a scrum feed to the Brumbies. But yeah, I think my game is actually kind of lagging a bit. So hopefully we will be back to live very soon. I will quickly cancel out of it while we are waiting for the scrum to happen so that we can see it as close to live as we can. We have got Potenberry has put the pumpkin in the chat as well, so you were able to find it as well. How about pumpkins from everyone in the chat? Can we get a few pumpkins in here? How many pumpkins from everyone can we get? You have to only put one pumpkin, though, individually. We'll see how many different people put one. We have got Johnny versus Lewis. And tell you what, I think Reece Zammit had that. Oh, tell you what, though, those are going to be two exciting players if they are both on the Lions side going to South Africa with the pace. I'm just thinking of them matching up with the likes of Cheslin and Colby. If he is playing for South Africa, that is. Like, that's the thing. Are these players who are playing in other leagues going to be able to play for South Africa? I assume they are, but could be interesting. Now it's going to be Joe Powell going to the right-hand side, goes into the hands of the number 22 there, which is, I believe it is Wilkin in this match. They have got the advantage now as well. The Rebels, they might be able to find a late fight back in this one. It is going to be in the hands. And now it is going to be Wilkin. See, that's Wilkin there. So he's number 22 on my sheet, but he is actually number 20 in the actual match. So that is interesting stuff. Now it is going to be Elof having a bit of a run there. Now my game is frozen again for a little bit. Now it's going to be Joe Powell going to the number 22. Oh, it's been knocked on by Matamua, but they are going back now for the penalty. Now do they take the 3 here? They are straight out in front. Do you take the 3 to get into the lead? Or not to get into the lead, but to cut the lead down by 7. We have Oscar, even Reece Zammit is better than the Rebels as well, says Carlos. And we have got Found It, says Peyton. And we have got Who's Quicker, Joe Moody versus Johnny Blaze. Oh, I think you'd outpace him well and truly, Johnny. I assume you've got a bit of toe. I haven't actually seen you run anywhere, but I assume you would be able to. Definitely if the fact that you have been playing against the likes of Super Reece in the past, you might have a little bit of toe. I can't find the pumpkin emoji, says Johnny Blaze. That is no worries at all. We have got, no, he left my old fella, said Lewis as well. And we have got also, who's got the penalty, said Carlos. It is the Rebels who have got this one. We have got my nipples are dot sized, said Johnny Blaze as well, with a couple little dots there. But Nick White did get nailed in that breakdown. Oh, and it was the shoulder of Hosier there, I believe it was, which is a little bit of a cheeky one. But they are still going to have the penalty to the Rebels. But yeah, at the moment, my game keeps on freezing. So unfortunately, it's not as smooth as it was at the start of this one. Luckily, I hope it will last for the rest of this one. But Matt Tamua is going to be taking the 3 here, which is going to make the score 20 to the Rebels, 26 to the Brumbies. If he can get this one, he has 75% accuracy, only missing the very first kick of the night. Matt Tamua gets that one down the middle. And it is going to be only a 6-point game now. We have got Johnny the Pumpkin emoji is in the Bulls one, says James as well. And JKE and a whole heap of other messages or a whole heap of other letters from Jason Yang. But Matt Tamua getting that one over. The bonus point at the moment is with the Rebels for being within 7. Tom Wright has come off the field, and it is going to be Matt Hansen who has made his way onto it. We have got 8 minutes left in this match, 7-point difference. At the moment, the live ladder would have the Force sitting on 14 points, the Rebels on 12. If they do get that bonus point, for being within 7. If they get this win, that will push them above the Rebels, and that will put them on, I think it's just 1 point ahead of them as well. Jason Yang has got first, second, and third in the chat as well. And tell you what, while you have got those medals, Jason, I would love to see your guys' opinion. Who do you give, you're saying, for the best player in Super Rugby Aotearoa out of the 2 games that were played, the second best and the third best this round? Do let me know in the chat. I am keen to hear what you guys are thinking. That one is taken by Tom Banks for the Brumbies. Is he going to be able to find the gap? He is trying here, Tom Banks. He is tackled, though, by the number 18, which is Tom Ross. Now it is going to be Nick White who is going to be firing this one back. They are going to the forwards at the moment. Frost has a bit of a crack there. And they are, Tom Banks is actually down there for a moment, so that is not good news for them. They are playing with 14 at the moment. That one's stolen in the breakdown by the Rebels as well. And now it is going to be Joe Powell fires it back into the hands of, I believe it is Stacey Ely, who has kicked that one high. And it is in the hands of Muirhead. And that one, that's a good kick from Muirhead, trying to go for the 50-22, but he was able to get that one in the end. We have got, I'm blind, I couldn't see it. It says Johnny Blaze as well for the pumpkin emoji, and we have got a whole heap of other emojis from Jason Yan. We have got cheers, James Gordon. And yeah, it is going to be an interesting one. We have got the scores for Warriors versus Dragons. As Warriors have 20, Dragons have 14. Going to be a close finish in that one. Hopefully the Warriors will be able to get that win. 9 pumpkins so far as well, says Peyton. That one has gone straight to the front from Ulysses there. And now it is going to be going into the hands of the big man there. He has been running very hard. Nazarani, he got nailed in the breakdown by his own number 20 there, though. And now it is going to be Matt Tamu is kicking that one downfield. They are going for a bit of field position here. 9 pumpkins so far as well. Seth Payton now a whole heap more from Liam. Good hit there from was Ross, I believe it was. Was it Ross? I think they've changed all the numbers. No, sorry, I think it was Cameron Orr in that one. Now it is going to be Ulysses making the tackle on the Brumbies player. Only 6 minutes left in this one. No problem, Johnny. And Bumpkin says Johnny Blaze as well. Now it is in the hands of James Slipper having a run. Joe Powell trying to steal that one. Not quite able to. Nick White looking like he is going to be kicking this one high. This game has become about the territory here. Both sides trying to finish this game strong. Has gone high. It is going to be taken as a by Matt Tamua. Beautifully taken by the number 10 for the Rebels. Now it is going to be Joe Powell firing it back once again. Goes into the hands of Ulysses, having a good run there. And they have got the advantage as well. So now it is going to be Joe Powell firing it back. They are hoping to use their back line here. It's going to be Tamua there with the man on the outside. Hit hard in the tackle by Valentini. And that closed down that attacking move for the Rebels. But it is going to be the penalty to the Rebels now for the offside. I believe it was against the Brumbies, was it? 4-18 offside. Yes, it was. Just finished Rebels versus Brumbies. 27 to the Rebels, 66 to the Brumbies. That is a certainly high-scoring one. They're just showing. Muirhead with a big hit from Kobus. Elof there was the one who did get that big hit. We have got pumpkin water, pumpkin pie, pumpkin soup. We've got all the pumpkins in the chat as well. Pumpkin pea as well, says Jason Yang. Is that when you squeeze a pumpkin? We have got High from South Africa. It would be cool if Rebels can snatch a win. And tell you what, it could be still on the cards because of the fact we saw in the match last night for Super Rugby AU, the Rebels, or sorry, the Waratahs, they were able to almost win that game, but then it was in the last moment the Western Force were able to win it. And looking back at the last time these two sides played for Super Rugby AU 2021, it was a last-minute penalty for the Brumbies that secured them the win for 27-24. It's stolen almost in the breakdown. Yes, it is, by the Brumbies. They have won the penalty straight away. It was the man in the number 18 jersey. It was Cameron Orr. No, sorry, it's not Cameron Orr. It was Tom Ross who was able to get that one, but engage the miss-winning conversion as well. And we have also got, Pumpkin P in the chat. Imagine the Rebels win 26 or 27-26 is certainly an option. Unlucky Tars said, Birdie, yeah. You feel for them because of the fact they were so close to getting that first win of the season. And then it was just, at the very last minute, Western Force able to get the penalty. And I would be very interested to see how many games were within 7 points or maybe even within 5 points at 75 minutes. Because there's been so many close finishes in Super Rugby AU so far. We've had a couple times that if the kick was going over for a side, they would be going to Golden Point. We haven't had Golden Point yet so far. Pumpkin Smash as well. Pumpkin Coke, Pumpkin Seeds as well from Peyton. That one is taken well by the number 4 there, which was Darcy Swain. Now they are going to be driving here, the Brumbies. If they can get another try here, that cancels out the Rebels' bonus point, which could be the difference between them playing the Rebels in the second and third playoff game, or whether or not they would be playing the team who are currently in third, and that is going to be the Western Force. They have got it at the back there. It is going to be Nick White now going into the hands of the number 12 here. Good step from him. Oh, no, it's the number 22 there, which would be Pasatoa there for this one. I'm Polo G. Pop out your party. I'm with the gang, and it's going to be a robbery. James Gordon. I feel like I couldn't have said that any less gangster if I tried there. But now it is going to be Nick White calling the shots. It looks like they might be setting up maybe for a drop kick here, the Brumbies, or they might just keep on hitting it up for the sake of using up the last 2 minutes and 30 seconds of this game. It is going to be going into the hands of the number 18, hit early and hit hard in the tackle. The Brumbies at the moment just on the 22. It has gone back. Oh, it's a terrible pass from Nick White for that one. And now the Rebels are going to have the knock-on advantage. Tell you what, that's the last thing you want. Noah Lolesio wanted it in the pocket. Nick White decided to go to him, but he did it with a bounce pass. And I think Noah Lolesio knows it as well. Nick White, it just ended up bounce passing to him, and he ends up dropping the ball. He just didn't have enough time. And then he tried to pass it as well. It didn't quite work out for him. We have also got Pumpkin Tree from Peyton. We have got Bring My Dog with Pumpkin DNA as well. Says Johnny Blaze throwing pumpkins at people's cars while they drive past as well. Is that what they do in Waikato? Johnny Blaze. And we have got we have also got Making Love to a Pumpkin when I'm feeling lonely at night as well. We have got Noah Rogers back. Warriors lead 14 to 25 minutes left. So we'll be very close now. We have got bye from Jason Yang. We will see you later. And we have got off the time. I was a bit drunken, stupid, but she is so much better than me. Fun nights, squeezing Owen Farrell's head like a pumpkin, or into a pumpkin, said Johnny Blaze as well. Now it is going to be a counter from the Rebels here. Off the back, could the going for the drop kick cost the Rebels, cost the Brumbies here? Matt Tamua goes into the hands of Nazarani. He was early there. Now it is in the hands of Ulysses, who was hard by Valentini, who has done a good clear out there. Now it's Joe Powell firing it back to Matt Tamua. They can't give up the ball here. There's only a minute less. Corin Betty, how great would it be for that man to be able to score his first try of the Super Rugby AU competition in the 80th minute to score his side to win? That's something that the number 18 probably didn't need to do there. A little bit of an awkward clean out, but now it is going to be Joe Powell firing it back once again. And now it is going to be Tamua going into the hands of the number 22, goes into the hands of Lamani now. They are still driving here, the Rebels. They need to make sure they don't isolate themselves, though, because or else then that could lead to the turnover. Now it is going to be the number 17 having a good run there. Oh, it's been a knock-on, though. There was the knock-on, and because of it, it is a knock-on for the Rebels. And I think that might just be the game there. There's going to be one final scrum. They're going to have to push hard in this one, but they can't go too early. Barney theme song, says Johnny Blaze as well. Let's all sing a song line by line, says by also, says Peyton as well. Soup Dog, says James Gordon as well, and Peyton has said okay. And we have also got, I've got a pet pumpkin. I took him for a walk today. How much walking would he have done? Maybe he rolled, did a little bit of rolling. They see him rolling, and they are hating Soup Dog for Snoop Dogg, says James Gordon as well. Barney is a dinosaur from our imagination. Barney jumps through my window at night and pulls my pants down, says Johnny Blaze. We got 20 likes. Mario time, says Peyton as well. And I feel like it's the worst time to do it because we've probably got some new viewers in as well. And they'll be like, why are you trying to do a Mario impersonation? Wait a minute. What does Barney do? Says Peyton as well. 4 minutes now, says Noah Rogers. So the countdown not only is on for this match, but also in the match between the Warriors and the Dragons, I believe it was. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting finish in both of these games. Valentini, they are showing he's been phenomenal in this match. That is for sure. Also, for the Rebels, you got to say Magne in the number 12 jersey has looked impressive as well. My voice is almost gone. We did a lot of talking yesterday, and now we are doing, once again, another live stream. Barney steals the police, confiscated drugs, and serves them to children, says Johnny Blaze as well, which is a fun Barney fact that possibly didn't make it into the show because it's, I'll tell you what, the Rebels, though, with the counter scrum, and they've got the penalty, the Rebels. This game is not over yet. They have won the penalty. Oh, they wanted to take it quickly, but I don't think that's the best option. I think they've got a kick for the corner here with Matt Tamua. 3 points won't get them the win, but this kick into the corner, if they can score off the rolling maul, perhaps It is still on for the Rebels. Reds will win Super Rugby AU. Yeah, I think they have got a very good chance of doing that. That is for sure. But it is the penalty. Joe Powell is hyped. And yeah, Nazarani trying to take it quickly. Do it, says Peyton Very as well. 2 minutes now as well. Says, no, I'm getting just as nervous for that match that you are talking about, Noah, for the Warriors. Have only won 3 of the past 27 matches at AAMI Park when behind was the stat. Now they are going for it here. It is going to be the number 20 having a good run there. Oh, it was almost Valentini in there straight away. Joe Bowers got that one now. It is in the hands of Ulysses. They are getting very close here, the Rebels. Can they score the final try? Tell you what, an advantage here would be something that they would love, but the Brumbies are so quick when it comes to getting that ball in the breakdown, so they need to make sure that they are doing it very nicely. Now it is going to be around the side with Ulysses once again. The Brumbies, oh, it's the number 20 over the ball almost. Oh, it's a knock on. And that's going to be the end of the game. And it was Lamani playing half back. He did end up knocking that one on. And that's going to be the end of the game. You got to feel for the Rebels there. The Brumbies hang on by 6. They do get the bonus point for being within 7, but that's not what they would have been wanting. They would have been wanting that win. And we have got Do It from Peyton as well. And Do It, says Johnny Plays. And OMG, here we go. Penalty to the Warriors, 1 minute left. So that is looking like they should be able to get the win. My Mario. What does Mario even say? I feel like because I've almost lost my voice, it's going to sound pretty rough as well. I'm nervous. It doesn't want to come out. There's some Mario. No, I can't do it anymore. I don't think that sounded more like Borat. No, I don't think I can go high enough because my voice is almost gone. But I can do a Borat a little bit, which was pretty much that as well. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Said Johnny Plays. Good question. I think that is a big debate in this world as well. I don't know what the right answer is. If I get the right answer, do I win a pizza perhaps? Johnny Plays. Hamish the Italian, said Johnny Plays. Yeah, it didn't sound great. 20 seconds now as well, says Noah Rogers, and the NRL is still on. But anyone just tuning in now, 26 to the Brumbies, 20 to the Rebels. They were 2 men down earlier on in this match at separate times. 2 yellow cards, one for Marika Kurumbetti and also for Trevor Hosier. Now it's Mario time, said Peyton. That was actually the Mario impression before, and it was terrible, to be fair. I think I'd be better off going with Kermit the Frog or something if you would accept that, Peyton, because of the fact that I've almost lost my voice, so I couldn't go high enough. Like, I'd have to do Mario at nighttime when I'd done not so much talking. Mario Toje is a dark demon, says Johnny Blaze as well, but Alan Alatoa looking pretty happy with that performance there. Warriors win 14-20, so that is pretty awesome that they were able to do that. Are you going to do a post-match stream? I'm not sure. I will either do a post-match stream or I will just continue this stream and we will talk about the stats on this one. Perhaps that is what we will do. I just threw away my pen, decided I didn't need that one apparently. When you do Trans-Tasman Rugby Challenge 4, I am actually planning on doing that for the matches as they come probably because of the fact that, yeah, it is a lot. Did I say Michael Alata? I probably did, but he is going to Leinster like Johnny Place said. Warriors won as well, says James Gordon. And, yeah, I am hoping to do all of the games of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman on Rugby Challenge 4 as well. But, yeah, it is going to be an interesting one. Roger played his 100th premiership game today for the Warriors. So that is also awesome that they were able to get the win for him, although he is ditching them in a little bit. But he has had a very good season so far. Kermit the Frog, even Kermit the Frog might be a bit tough to do. But the 3 tries for the Brumbies, I will do it soon. We have got 4 tries. Rory Scott. Then it was also Cadron Neville, Tom Wright, and Bailey Coenzel. So 2 tries for the Rebels in this match, James Hansen and Caleb Magny. But yeah, the 2 yellow cards there for the Rebels. And we have also got, yes, says Peyton. And we have got the Matt Tomoe had a pretty good game overall. Can you do Super Rugby AU on Rugby Challenge 4? Said Liam. I'd like to, although I did see that someone actually ended up getting a copyright strike. I think some of you guys will remember back when I did my first Super Rugby AU stream. Someone else I heard of did a Rugby Challenge 4 Super Rugby AU game, and that actually got a copyright strike as well. So I am just a little bit cautious in that regard. I'm UP14 says James Gordon as well. Should do an entire stream in Mario voice, said Johnny Blaze as well. Rebels should have won as well, said Jason. Yeah, well, it's a very close one. Make a vid of you going around as Mario, said Peyton. I feel like if you go out in Canterbury, going around talking to people like Mario, they will just punch you in the face. He's ditching them in about 18 to 20 rounds, says Noah as well. But yeah, my voice is almost gone as well. It was 2 cents, mate. He told YouTube he hated on your success, says Johnny Blaze as well. But yeah, we have been growing at a very great rate. So I do thank you all very much for that. For me, we are actually sitting on 19 likes, not the 20. So if we can get to that one more, perhaps, before the end of this live stream, it would be very much appreciated. But I will move on to the stats now. I don't think I'll do a separate review live stream. I think we will just continue on to this one if that is something that you guys are keen to see. They think you're on meth, and says Johnny Blaze. And I feel like looking at me, they probably already do, Johnny. To be fair, don't mess with Auckland lads, says James Gordon as well. Make a vid as well, says Peyton. But yeah, we will continue on to the match stats now. Hopefully they have updated to the stage of being able to inform you guys exactly what happened throughout the match. But yeah, the full-time score, 20 to the Rebels, 26 to the Brumbies. I picked Brumbies versus Forth in qualifying match, and maybe Reds versus Forth in the final. Yeah, see, that's going to be a very exciting match. Oh, wait a minute. Reds versus Force in the final. So you are saying that maybe they will be able to pull off the upset there, Noah. And we will quickly look at the fact that the Force, okay, now we're in the situation. Can the Force beat the Reds? Because of the fact that that's going to be round 10. It is going to be the Reds versus the Force, and then the other games, the Rebels versus the Waratahs. So if the Waratahs can pull off the upset, that would mean that the Rebels won't quite make it into the final, whereas the Force, they would be able to continue in third as well. We have also got, it says for me, 22 likes, says Liam. So it is a little bit higher for you. I will have another quick, yeah, mine now says 21, so I think mine is one behind, to be fair. We have also got Auckland lads are, and there are high rent prices and high house prices as well from Johnny Blaze. He doesn't like Auckland. Oh, a fan, I have to go see you, says James Gordon as well. Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Much appreciated. But now we will look at some of the stats of this match. I will read through who scored the tries once again. The first try of the match, it was the try of James Hansen for the Rebels early on. And then Liam has said, I need to poo real bad. Well, you can go do that, Liam. It's not class. You don't have to wait for me to say you can go. You can go anytime you like to. And Johnny Blaze has said, Auckland lads and their rubbish-infested city traffic, smog pollution. Jeez. Johnny really doesn't like Auckland. We have also got Highlanders versus Crusaders final or Chiefs versus Highlanders, says Jason as well. I think, yeah, Chiefs versus Crusaders could certainly be an option to add into the mix as well for the final. We have also got Chiefs will beat Force, and hopefully Waratahs will beat Rebels, so Force make it to the finals rugby. And we have got close match as well, says Henry Samuel. Took a poo at Wendy's, not the burger place. My neighbour is Wendy. That is a fun fact indeed. But yeah, the tries in this one scored by James Hansen for the Rebels. Then there were 2 yellow cards for the Rebels in a row. Marika Korombete and also Trevor Hosier, and then Campbell Magni scoring in the 43rd for the Rebels. Then for the Brumbies was Rory Scott in the 17th. That was after the try was disallowed for Falau Fainaa, and then Cadron Neville, Tom Wright, and also Bailey Kuenza were the other try scorers. We have got Lowell from Peyton as well, and Johnny has removed that message. But yeah, then we had in this situation, we'll love a bit of match stats. In the end, 3 tries for the Brumbies, 1 for the Rebels. Must not be correct because we had 4 for the Brumbies. There we go. It's updated now. 4 for the Brumbies and 2 for the Rebels. In the end, the Rebels actually had the better of the second half because of the fact that they were able to bring those meters carried right back up, have more carries as well, more defenders beaten, and they made a lot more offloads. Then in the situation of the tackles, I mean, at halftime, it was 48 tackles made by the Rebels, 47 made by the Brumbies. And then at the end of this game, it was 93 made by the Rebels, 161 made by the Brumbies. Yeah, the Brumbies only missed 3 more tackles, so they were very good on defense. We have got bye from Noah Rogers. See you later, mate. It was good to hear that the Warriors were able to get that win. And yeah, we will have a quick check and see how many penalties. In the end, it was 12 penalties against the Rebels, so they only had 1 or 2 against them in that second half, and then 10 against the Brumbies. Cheers for the stream, bro. Have a great week. See you on Friday night, cheer, bro, cheer chat. So thank you very much for tuning in, Johnny. Do appreciate you. as always, thank you very much for your donation as well. You are a generous man, that is for sure. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Then we look at the player stats quickly. We will do a quick summary of who had the most meters. Tom Banks had 103, 4 defenders beaten. Then it was Tom Wright, 92 with 6 carries. And then also an honourable mention for the Rebels. It was Marika Korombeti, had 11 carries, 3 defenders beaten, 78 meters carried there. Then for tackles, it was Michael Wells, who did have 9 and 1 turnover, 1. Then Stacey Ely, honourable mention, 4 tackles, 2 turnovers, 1. Who do you think will win, Hurricanes or Waratahs? I don't know. The Waratahs, they were looking decent in the game against the Melbourne Force, the Western Force. So, I don't know. I think the Hurricanes, though, they have got a lot of fight in them when they need it. And it could be a little bit of a key for them. Lachlan Lonergan, though. Lachlan Lonergan, he came on the field in the second half and he made 15 tackles with 1 turnover, 1. That is an insane work rate from the big man. And then we have also got Rob Valentini, had 15 tackles and the 1 turnover, 1 as well. Rory Scott, 13 tackles, 2 turnovers, 1. So a lot of tackles being made by the Brumbies there. I will have a quick look and see for the penalties in regards of the most penalised players was Marika Korombeti for the Rebels and Tom Ross for the Brumbies. Great stream, bro. Great stream, bro. See you next week or see you next stream, says Hope Goat as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. But nonetheless, I think we are almost at the end of this live stream of Super Rugby AU. I hope you all did enjoy. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. I've just realized, because of the fact that I can't actually see myself during these live streams, I've realized I need to be sitting like this. I'm like half the screen at the moment because I have seen it just in the picture on the YouTube studio thing. But nonetheless, that is going to be the end of this video. Crusaders versus Reds will be a good game, and also Crusaders versus Brumbies as well. But yeah, thank you all very much for tuning in. I will see you all either next week or in another stream in the future. See you all later.